All right, guys, hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing a King of the Hill, but I know you guys really enjoyed the Wheel of Fortune format, and we did have a vote on the channel community section, and this format won pretty heavily over pretty much everything else that we offered. So today it is going to be Wheel of Fortune, King of the Hill. Let's get this party started, man. Let's have some fun. Let's do it. And as far as the players today, let's go ahead and jump in. The first match is going to be between Captain Ventress and Falcon. So basically how we do King of the Hills is they're open to anyone to join in our multiplayer Discord. You just have to say, hey, I want to be in, and then I put your name on a random list generator, and the top 10 or 11 players, depending on the time of day and how many people are there, we get them in. So Falcon is the first person on the list, so it's certainly going to be quite a bit of fun. Our 11 players we have, and he has plenty of competition for sure. It's Falcon versus Captain Ventress, A-Move Hacker, Jay Phoenix, Random Nix, Zyphos Hadries, Legion, Ice Power Total War, Evan La Massif, and Valkanos. So yeah, it's going to be really good. I am super excited. So let me go ahead and get everything set up here. Perfect. I'll tag Falcon to join the lobby, and then we should be all good to go from here. All right, you're up. Perfect. How you guys all doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm great, man. I'm great. Yeah. I love streaming, man. It's my favorite. I slept in a little bit today. It's been super hot, and when it's like hot like this, I tend to sleep in. Like, it just makes me into like this slumbering beast. Thank you, Majin Buu. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're going to be doing some King of the Hill Wheel of Fortune action. Managed to catch a stream, got my night sorted. Yeah, I know. It's the same way. Whenever there's a channel I've been watching quite a bit called Tabletop Titans, and they do 40K battle reports, and whenever I see they have like a stream scheduled, I'm like, oh yeah, there's my night. I got my night all sorted out here. Yeah. Honestly, Piotr, Falcon certainly will be facing some players who may be a little bit newer, but this list actually turned out to be like super veteran heavy. There's a lot of like really accomplished tournament players here, so he's gonna have his hands full. Plus, you also have to remember it's random faction because we're gonna be spinning the wheel. So basically, players will get their factions based on the wheel. So there is that. Yeah. I know. The colors are random. I'm sorry. Yeah, the green skin should be a little bit too colorful, yeah. I mean, some of them I tried to assign colors, but then I got a little bit lazy. I was like, screw it. Click the button. Yeah. Yeah, but there's some seriously solid players here today, guys. So there should be some good scraps for sure. All right, so let me go ahead and invite Falcon here. He should be online. We weren't supposed to start till 2, so he may be taking care of some stuff before we get started. We're a little bit early to the party. Hey, what's going on? But that's great. It allows more people to gather, which is a good thing. Got it. Falcon has been sent an invite. And the Wheel of Doom? The Doom Wheel. Oh, man. I gotta find a way to get like a graphic that looks like a Doom Wheel and we like spin on top of that. That would be really thematic for sure. Takeshi, if you want to send me replays, you just have to go into my Discord channel and drop them in the section that's called replays. Yeah. That's where I get all the community casts. Like all the replays that have been on my channel recently all come from there. So, all right, guys, what's the over-under on Falcon sweeping today's King of the Hill? What do you guys think? I think it's going to be very tough considering that it is random factions. Give Falcon Bretonnia and Dwarves. He should be okay with either of those, to be honest. All right. Prepare. So guys, now we do the auto faction. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. So I got to find it here on the Streamlabs. 1 second, guys. I wasn't fully prepared. You are not prepared. Man, you guys remember the Burning Crusade for World of Warcraft? Those were the days. Those were the days indeed. All right, so we got the Wheel of Doom. Yes, the spin wheel. Looks like it's all set up still. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to be spinning the wheel, and this is going to be for Captain Ventress. It is I, yes. From the last King of the Hill, have you ever tried wheeling your front line with either Skaven or Dwarves? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but yeah, I'll read it again. Hold on. Spin the wheel. So this is for Ventress. So Ventress is going to be getting Tomb Kings. Honestly, not bad. Ventress is already sitting on Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings for Ventress. My name is Mullet Master right now. Yeah, that's right. All right, so Ventress gets Tomb Kings. Let's go ahead and see what Falcon gets. This is going to be fun. Oh, man. Burning Crusade was the jam right there. All right, so spinning the wheel here. This is for ya boy Falcon. Yeah, I know. This is your first time after being here for a year, and oh man, what does that look like to you guys? Hold on. That, dude, that is a dead... All right, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but is that a dead tie between Dark Elves and High Elves? What is the official ruling in chat? Because that looks to me like it's dead center. So maybe we just re-roll it, right? What do you guys think? I'm thinking we re-roll it because like that. Yeah, no, that's dead center. That's like that shouldn't be possible. They should fix that. It's like right on the line there. Yeah, Wrath of the Lich King was great. I love that expansion as well. I quit playing after Wrath. No, guys, dude. I'm like tilting my head sideways to see. That looks like it's dead center. Yeah. Looks closer to dark. You think it's Dark Elves? Okay. But everybody's saying, like, a lot of people are saying Dark Elves, actually. It's too neutral. Is it? No, guys, that's like dead even. We're just going to re-roll it. All right, so we're spinning the wheel again. No choice. Choice is such an advantage. Yeah, we're re-rolling it. Screw that. And Vampire Coast. All right, well, Coast for Felcon. This is a fun matchup, actually. Reroll. Enhance! What is this, Star Trek? Zoom in. Yeah, no, we're going to give him the Coast. If you give Felcon the option there, that'll be a pretty big advantage against Ventress, which is pretty unfair. If you invert it, it's Dowie. Dude, that was dead center. I was like, my face was pressed against the screen. Yeah, we're just re-rolling it, yeah. All right, so we have Felcon, and he's going to play the Drowned, which is fine, because the Drowned is basically just a limited faction, so I'm okay with that. All right, cool. We have a donation kicking off the stream from the Melee Salon. No text with your donation, Salon, but nonetheless, I really appreciate the donation, man. No mirror matches. Bad. Bad. No mirror matches. All right. So start when ready. So yeah, the King of the Hill should go faster too, since there's like no picking and banning phase really. I think that'll take some of the gamesmanship out of it. So it should go a little bit quicker than usual, which would be good. I don't want it to run like 4 hours because my hand isn't quite healed enough for that yet. Although I could handle it, it just wouldn't be pleasant. Hey Turin, love your content and started to play Wood Elves now. Maybe you want to get better. Yeah, of course we could play. And play one of the tourneys, man. Yeah, hell yeah. Enemy infantry charges, infantry lines up to face, and you move, order your infantry to wheel 90 degrees. Enemy infantry follows and is now perpendicular to your... Oh, that's kind of cool. I feel like that'd work better against AI, though, than it would against players, but it sounds like a pretty cool tactic. Yeah, the Drown does have the Undead Paladins, which is quite a bit of fun. And honestly, not terrible against Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings typically do bring Arc in the black, though, and Arcan is like just a Spirit Leech machine, so... And they have magic damage, you know, in the... multiple units. I think the Sepulchral Stalkers are a really good example. Whenever I play this matchup against King of the Dead quite a bit, I used to. And basically you bring like one Sepulchral Stalker, and that in many ways with good micro can shut down the damned Paladins. So, well, we're going to be on Oakenhammer for the first map. Yeah. Flying Dutchman, great format for a very late stream. Did give me time to watch the Champions League finals, so no complaints. Hey, it worked out perfect, man. Then we have a donation coming in from the Flying Dutchman. Great format for a very late stream. Yep, you got it, man. Kelgaros. Yo, Turin, can you check if my donation went through? I think it went through while you weren't streaming. Let me check. So are you the Melee Salon? Because if you are, I did get that. If I zoom back, I'm not sure. But regardless, man, thank you. If you sent it, then I'm sure it went through, and I really do appreciate it. But feel free to type a message here or question, anything you want me to get. All right, let's get this party started, baby. 0-0. Currently, the King of the Hill is up for grabs. Felcon versus Captain Ventress. It's going to be the Drowned against the Tomb Kings. So it should be fun. Maybe we're going to see some Silastra Thick Fin. Life will be good, man. Life will be good. Oh, yeah. I really do enjoy streaming later in the day. Like, much more alert. I love coming from a 30-hour EFAP now to some spicy Turin tourney. I don't know what that means, but sounds good. Sounds good indeed. So Felcon is going to be... He was actually the first player selected on today's King of the Hill list, so there's going to be some... an opportunity for him to go 11-0. But again, some serious challenges here on today's list, so quite eager to see how this goes with the random factions. I stream about twice a week now, but once my hand is fully healed from the surgery, I'm going to be streaming like 5 days a week. Streaming is my favorite thing to do, so... Yeah, the wheel's gone, right? Yeah, I got rid of the wheel. We're good. We are good. Emilio Gonzalez says, it's 11 p.m. in my country. Good time for an online game. Perfect, man. Well, by the time we're done, it'll probably be about 1 a.m., but hopefully it's not too bad. What should Empire bring against Lizardmen? Karl Franz is really good at killing dinosaurs. You can also bring Outriders with the long rifles. They're incredibly good. You bring a bunch of Empire Knights, just like baseline Empire Knights to deal with Saurus and Skinks. Empire has some decent tools against lizards, for sure. It is decent, for sure. All right, guys. And now for the build here, let's go ahead and take a look. For Captain Ventress, it's going to be Spears and Warriors in the front line with a rear support here of the mighty Kepra Guard. For his Lord, it's going to be Ark in the Black. Definitely a good choice. Purple Sun, interesting. Usually you do see, I guess against him. Purple Sun, maybe. I'm trying to think of the applications against the Drowned or the Vampire Coast. I guess Purple Sun could be cast on like an artillery piece or something, or perhaps used on like some Syrenes, Depth Guard, but for the most part, I think just casting Spirit Leech is going to be the more effective way to go. A couple Archers in the back here. Archers are always a staple in this matchup. We do have a Casket of Souls, always very, very powerful, does magic damage, and can outrange mortars, not carronades. Oh, Falcon actually has carronades. That's going to be a little bit tricky for that Casket. And he's got the big old Sphinx of Usef here, so if there is some Damned Paladins, like this is why it's kind of risky to take those Damned Paladins, for example, because the Sphinx does magic damage, has anti-large, so it's going to like 3-shot those things if it's going to be able to make contact there. Yeah, we will see. So it is the Sphinx. He does also have the Eyes of the Desert, which I think is a very good choice. You know, they're solid. Really, really good against some of the bigger targets. Can also blast down the Paladins. But he has to be careful. The Carronades are going to be an incredible tool here. Now, Falcon's army is rocking double Carronade, it looks like. He has Bombers in the secondary, Deckhand Mobs in the front. Solastra Thickfin up on her Crab with the Damned Knights Errant. Oh my god! Falcon likes the meme for sure, and he does have the Vangeist Revenge. So you guys are going to get to see Vangeist Revenge actually used in a battle here. On top of that, though, he can't help himself. He had to bring a vampire with healing and stuff. So that's going to be the jam. That is going to be the jam. So yes, in today's format, each player is getting a random faction, so there's no picking and banning process. It's just kind of a bit of a circus format to encourage players, not encourage them, but force them to play different factions other than what they're used to. So Casket of Souls is shooting in, and it's getting some good damage here on the Bombers. I don't know what I would shoot with the Casket, but yeah, Caskets are risky against Tomb Kings, or excuse me, against Coast, because you can see the Casket in the back is already taking massive firepower from the Carronades and is getting melted very, very quickly. So what I would probably do if I were Captain Ventress is I would get the Casket and run it back towards the tree line and then bring it back later in the battle, because now you're just going to kind of lose it. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing protecting it also. So at this point, I guess you just got to shoot. He didn't leave like a skeleton back there to defend it, so now the Scurvy Dogs are going to go chew that DJ off his booth for sure. But nonetheless, Tomb Kings are advancing. The Bombers are in position. Carronades, at this point, probably switch the Carronades onto some of the big monsters like the Sphinx and or the Sepulchral Stalkers and just have one Scurvy Dog go kill that Casket of Souls. There's no reason to probably shoot it with the Carronades at this point. Josh Shackford, it's not much, but it's an honest casting. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the tenor. And yeah, it is an honest casting, man. We're having a good time. So frontline engagements are underway. Skeletons battling Deckhand Mobs, the battle of the Limp Noodles, and it looks like these Sepulchral Shockers are going to be ambushing the Doggos here, which is an interesting choice. Shooting their shots, but yeah, probably getting into melee is going to be better. Yeah, just charge in there and do their thing. But so far, Falcon's definitely getting the better engagements. The Skeleton Archers getting compromised by the Doggies. Here in the back, the Dog's getting a Casket. That's like 1,200 gold being taken out by some little Scurvy Lados. Oh, and the Vangeist Revenge, which way is it going? I think it's going this way. And oh, look at the broadside! Wrecking those Skeleton Warriors. Brutal damage right there. And yeah, that's a nice 2-for-1. It's not often you see Vangeist Revenge do well for you. So Solastra Thickfin does also summon some Damned Knights Errant behind the Tomb King's lines. And I would imagine probably going to use it to go after those Skeleton Archers or some of those other assets here. But yeah, the Bombers are really wreaking havoc on the front line. Kepra Guard are just getting nuked into the Shadow Realm here. The Casket of Souls in the back is down. And for some godforsaken reason, the Eyes of the Desert are actually taking so much damage, but I think that's probably because of the Carronades over here. I think there's 2 Carronades shooting at that bad boy and really putting it down. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty quick game for your boy Falcon here. The dreaded Vangeist Revenge apparently is too strong to stop. Ark in the Black is being bullied by a Paladin, so the Damned Paladin plus the Crab Master, the Vampire Fleet Captain, getting in there and doing some fat damage for sure. And yeah, I mean, so many things just kind of falling apart here for the Tomb Kings. The back line is just compromised. Like, look, all 4 of these units are mucked up by, like, some Scurvy Dogs and a summoned Damned Knight Errant. So, and honestly, I think the Stalkers are going to die to this pressure. That's going to be pretty crazy. So yeah, we have the Crab battling the Sphinx, and this is definitely good for Ventress. I mean, here you can see the Sphinx of Usef is getting some huge damage on Solastra. So that's probably one of the few things here in this battle that is going well there. But, you know, the Vangeist Revenge is a powerful ability, but that was certainly a very methodical annihilation there of that Tomb King's army with the Drowned. So well played to Falcon, man. That was a solid one. Well played. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was awesome for sure. I mean, and that's the cool part about forcing people to play random factions is it kind of encourages this type of ridiculous stuff. But yeah, there you go. Felcon is going to be the king of the hill. A-Move Hacker is up next. So A-Move, if you are watching the stream, come join the party. And we will randomly select your factions. A-Move Hacker has a pretty diverse range of factions, if I remember correctly. All right, GG. Well played. Thank you for playing Ventress. I'm sure we'll see you back. Felcon is a tough foe. Hold your head up high, man. All right. So now we update this scorecard here. That is going to be Felcon. I was painting some 40k last night. Got my Black Legion going strong. I painted 2 Chaos Terminators. Looking pretty gangster. Hang on, I have to dig Wookiee out from under the bed. He's like, he likes to stay under here, but it's too hot in this room. So I think he's gonna like melt if he stays under there. So I have to like literally crawl under there. All right, so A-Move Hacker is up next. We'll get the players their factions, and then I'll dig out the Wookiee, and we'll be good to go. All right, very cool. Aster says, Turin, I watched Kung Pao for the first time last night because you keep quoting the line, we trained him wrong as a joke, and I couldn't help myself. Dude, it's so good. Kung Pao is such a funny movie. I'm so glad you had that experience, Aster. It will live on for generations in your memory, I'm sure. Dude, it's so good. I love Kung Pao. Glad to hear that, Aster. Cheers, brother. Jamie says, hey, Turin, great to catch you live. Love the new format. Glad you're doing better. Yeah, I'm doing better. It's a slow process, man. It's a 10-week healing cycle, and I'm at like week 6.5, so we're getting there. That damned summon lasted. Yeah, it did last a long time. Is Felcon playing in 2 streams right now? Is that possible? Is he dual boxing? Is Dob doing a King of the Hill today? Yeah, I didn't even check to see who else was streaming before I started. Nonetheless, if he is, good on him. Dob's a great lad. All right, so we're grabbing A-Move Hacker now. I will make a big bony steak indeed. Oh, streak. Okay. Sure, A-Move. We can move you after the next person. So we're going to get Jay Phoenix up here. So Jay Phoenix, if you're watching, A-Move Hacker just needs to take care of something real quick at home. So we're going to get you up next. Cool. To go dig Wookiee out. He like crawls in the back corner of the bed and like forces me to literally crawl under the bed with one arm. Such a troll. Wolf, hey, you guys are welcome. Yeah, glad to have you guys here. And he probably is more than welcome to sign up for these. Yeah, if he wants to, for sure. We've had him in tournaments on the channel before. He's definitely a very good player. All right, so let me go ahead and see if the next lad is ready. No problem. All right, so Jay Phoenix is going to be coming. We'll give them their factions. I'll go ahead and do Felcon's faction right now. So for Felcon, all right. So Felcon, we're going to spin the wheel for him so he can start scheming. And let's go ahead and find it. And now we got to make the wheel up here first. All right, so this is for Felcon. We're going to spin it. So many factions. Imagine when Game 3 comes out. Greenskins. Oh my god, his worst faction. Felcon's worst faction is Greenskins. All right, the gods are not smiling on him today. Watch. Okay, so I just typed Greenskins to Felcon. Let's see what he says. Let's watch this. Grant Erickson, greetings from the Bay Area. Dude, I lived in the Bay Area for several years. Are you getting any of our... Yeah, we're getting a lot of smoke. The air quality here is terrible in California right now. Just because there's like a ton of fires. But I lived in San Jose for a long time. I used to work up there. That was before I was doing YouTube. Right on, man. No, Felcon gets the greenskins. It's his favorite. I'm going to ask him if it's favorite here. Yeah, there you go. All right, so for Jay Phoenix, we'll wait. We'll wait till he comes in here. Wookie, come on. Come on, Wookie. Don't make me crawl into the bed, please. Just a sad face. He should be fine. He should be fine. Okay, so let me go ahead and send an invite to the Phoenix. Okay, invite to lobby. Done. Wookie. I hear truffling in the shadows. It's like this little trash bandit digging under our bed. Okay, so Once he gets in the lobby, we can go ahead and spin the wheel for him. All right. So time to spin the wheel once more. It is time. The judgment of the gods is upon you. You know, I might do it when they add multiplayer to Troy. I might like try some fun videos here and there. Yeah. All right. So we're spinning the wheel for Jay Phoenix. And he is getting Bretonia. Ooh, Bretonia versus Greenskins. Bretonia Phoenix. All right. So it's Bretonia versus Greenskins in the Northern Chaos Waste. He says, oh no. Oh, this is great. All right, so both players getting a faction they didn't want to get, which is great. It's exactly the purpose of this event here. And now we just kind of load back in. And let me go grab Wookie. So I'm going to be AFK for just a minute. Come on, Wookie. Come on, buddy. Don't make me crawl under there. I can't really do it. Come on, Wookie. Ah, got you. Little nerdling. Ah. Come on, Lola. Come on. Come on, Lola. Let's go. It wasn't just Wookie, guys. It was actually both of the dogs. Come on, Lola. Little trash bandits. Darling, I got both the pigs. I did. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. Back in business, baby. Steel Bear. Just take all of the fans and direct them towards the fires. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Phoenix's name is pretty funny. It's Skrulk Bathwater, I think. Yeah. Skrulk OnlyFans. I don't know. Something along those lines. Wookie is such a troll. As soon as I start streaming, he like crawls into the furthest reach of the under the bed, and I just like can't reach him. No, we're good. We're good. We got him here. Thank you so much, Steel Bear. Really appreciate that, brother. I know the greenskins should be green on the wheel. A big oversight for sure. All right. So Skrulk Bathwater Drinker. Oh, okay. It's even more something there. So Falcon is going to go for an Arachnarok Spider build. Like that's really the standard against Bretonia. You basically just bring like the Arachnarok Queen and then like maybe a Goblin Great Shaman on a Spider, you know, something like that. Or you can just go Spider plus like any of the good Greenskin Lords really. I don't know how hard he'll meme here, but I feel like this one is certainly Greenskin favored. But not to say Bretonia can't win it, but you probably have to be a little bit more of a Bretonia specialist to kind of get that going. So yeah, we'll see. We will see, my friends. We will see. How are you guys in Europe doing as well with the heat wave? Like, is there a heat wave going on in Europe as well? Like, I remember, I think Anna's parents were telling us in Poland it was pretty damn hot as well. What is it like in your guys' countries? Pretty balls deep hot, or is it, you know, pleasant? Yeah, who knows? Who knows, my friends? Hopefully once the stupid Rona calms down, I'll be able to travel back there. Yeah, I've never really looked at the Epic Store before. I'm not terribly informed on it, to be honest. I know there was some controversy with it, but I just know nothing about it, so I'm kind of just a peasant in that regard. Storm and rain in Norway. That sounds actually kind of nice right now, Eric. It does. I'd be down for some rain. Although it's really funny, a lot of houses in California just like aren't designed to be rained on a lot. So when there is like a long-term like storm that goes for a couple of days, it like causes a lot of problems. Yeah, there's a horrible heat wave. It's hot as hell over there. Yeah. The heat wave just ended. Okay. 36 in Berlin. Oh my God, that is super hot. 30 plus in Poland. Yeah, that's balls deep hot. UK is kind of calming down. That makes sense. UK is typically more of a cold climate anyway, so yeah, it's freaking hot in Poland, yeah. Was freezing today in Scotland, really? That sounds nice. Finland was 20 last week, was warm. Doing okay in Michigan. Never been out to Michigan, Poncho. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, a lot of people in the UK were really suffering because I know that like when I've been to Horsham, so I went to Horsham, England for a creative assembly event, and like a lot of people there just don't have air conditioning. It's not like part of the, like the hotels didn't have it. One of the hotels we were staying in didn't have it. So it's just like when it's hot, oh man, you just suffer. It's melting in Sweden, really? Okay, Davina says perfect 20 in the east of England. All right, so it varies, but certainly a lot of unusual heat over there in the European realm. 40 degrees in Switzerland in Valley. Oof, that's a big oof. Sounds good, Happy Puppy. We'll try our best here. We're always having a good time. Currently, you're arriving at the second game. It is the Dark Lord Felcon, but it is Wheel of Fortune. So for anyone just joining, it's basically the players get randomly selected factions. So Felcon really taking a very unusual play here from Felcon, taking his time here, picking his army against his opponent, who goes by the name Skrulk Bathwater Drinker. Skrulk OnlyFans page. That would probably draw in a deviant crowd, to say the least. Yeah, so at least we know we're all suffering together in this. Not only is there a global pandemic, heat waves, now we just have to wait for the fourth quarter of 2020 when aliens arrive, and that'll be the hostile aliens, mind you. Of course, they couldn't be friendly. Kitek94 says, I work in a restaurant. We had no AC for a week when it was 33 in Nottingham. Oh, God, that sounds brutal, dude. That sounds awful. Like, imagine just, like, going to eat at a restaurant and you're just, like, sweating, like, in, like, you know, almost 100-degree heat. Oh, God. Yeah, Dominic Pagano, too. And if you're down in Tennessee and, like, the, you know, that neck of the woods, it's got to be humid, too, right? Humid heat is just awful. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's just awful. This format is genius. Yeah, Malverde, it's fun. I mean, I'll switch, but I'm not going to do it every time, but, like, you know, people are having fun with it, so... Felcon. Oh, he readied up. The Wah grows impatient. One of the reasons why I do this format is to cut down the time in between games, but, you know, it can't be avoided. He said he didn't really play Greenskins too much, so I understand. The aliens made COVID. I know. The conspiracy theories are flowing. Did you see that on Ancient Aliens? Oh my God, those shows are so ridiculous. Like Ancient Aliens, like those type of shows, plus shows that are like talking about like ghosts and spirits, where they have like, you know, the accounts of these people. Just, oh my God, it's so funny. But by far the most absurd show Anna and I have been watching is 90 Day Fiance. But oh my God, because we went through that, you know, and my wife, Lady Turin, came over here on a fiance visa. So the whole 90 Day Fiance premise is just hilarious to us to see some of the people on there. Yeah. Epic thunderstorm over the last few days in Scotland. Oh, man. Don't get struck, my friend. Stay safe. Stay safe. See, we are loading on to the second game. It's going to be Felcon on his beloved Greenskins, his favorite faction hands down, facing off against the Bretonnians of Jay Phoenix, a.k.a. Skrulk Bathwater Drinker. And yeah, just like we expected, it's going to be Blackworks and Spiders. That's like... Bretonnia can win it, but it's very tough. So if your opponent isn't a very adept Bretonnian player, you can really just win quite easily with this. So we got a Ragnarok Queen. We do also have a Goblin Great Shaman. Spider Riders aren't used to obviously fight head-to-head against Bretonnian Cav, but they're just a mobile, shielded poison unit, right? So when the Greenskin or Bretonnian Cav come in, you countercharge them and apply poison. That's basically why you bring those. So for the rest of the army, it's going to be Blorks, Blackworks, AP Cloonies, a couple Goblins on the flanks, and that's it. So a very simple army with a little bit of a skirmishing core in the form of Spider Rider Archers. Isaiah Gonzalez. Hey, Turin, longtime fan. Hope you're recovering. Love the vids. Hey, cheers, man. I'm recovering. It's a slow process, man. Super slow, but yeah. Lady Turin and I met online a long time ago. Back in, what would it have been? 2012 or 2013, around that time we met online, but I didn't go out to see her in person until the end of 2015. Yeah. We were pen pals. We wrote letters to each other about Baldur's Gate and Game of Thrones and all these various things. So, all right, guys. And now the battle's underway. For the Bretonnians, we got peasant mobs in the front, holy wardens. Secondary line's going to be men-at-arms. Archers will certainly be helpful. Definitely would want to bring some poison archers, I would imagine, against spiders. He does have some. In the back, he does have questing knights, Knights of the Realm, and Knights of the Realm. So Knights of the Realm can dominate the mobile game against Greenskins. Questing Knights give you some AP against Blackworks. My big concern is dealing with the spiders, but, you know, Gotrek here, plus King Luin, or, Alberic. All right, Alberic. Giving bonus first large to the Questing Knights could be quite good, but yeah, I mean, they can certainly help drag down a spider. Steel Bear. I have seen a lot of Polish television, yes. The trippiest part about watching Polish TV is the subtitles. Because when you watch Polish television, it'll be in like, for example, we were watching Top Gear with Anna's dad. And we were watching Top Gear, which obviously is in English. And it keeps the background audio of Top Gear, but there's like a dubbed narrator talking in Polish over it. And like you can still hear the background, and it's just like some monotone guy talking over it. It's really, I was expecting like maybe like subtitles or something like that, but it's, yeah, it's very, very different for sure. But you know, it's just normal. It's normal over there, which is fine. 2012 that was 8 years ago. That was 8 years ago. So Falcon coming out of the gates with a vindictive glare, and it looks like, wow, he smacks Alberic right in the hide right there. That actually did some huge damage, but the spider did actually overcast and did probably, how much damage? Yeah, probably about 300 damage, 250 damage to itself. And it looks like there's going to be a heal already. Is that a Gorkle Fix-It? Falcon's getting really aggressive with this. Look at this. So he uses a Gorkle Fix-It to slow down Uncle Albert here. He comes in with all his Spider Riders and actually is able to get some good damage. So honestly, a pretty solid play there from Falcon, but a regrowth is responded here. So the regrowth comes in and will counterbalance pretty much all that damage. But you know, some of the Winds of Magic has been forced out of Phoenix's army very, very early on here in this game. So Emilio says we do that in Spain as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love going to Poland. It's always a great time. We usually spend most of our time in Warsaw. We haven't had too much of an opportunity to travel because every time we go there, the main purpose of the visit is visiting her family, which obviously we both want to do. But yeah, we always have a great time in Warsaw. We like going to Old Town Warsaw, and then what we do is in the winter we get the mulled mead and mulled wine, like the honey wine. Oh, it's so good when it's served warm in like the dead of winter. And we walk around, we just enjoy the sights and sounds of the old city, and yeah, it's an amazing experience. No, we didn't have a Polish wedding, no. We got married here in the United States. All right, guys, Greenskins are advancing on. So now we have the frontline engagement between the Goblins and the Peasants. This is the true duel of duels. Goblins will, of course, beat Peasants. They just have better combat stats, and leadership's pretty much similar. But although, yeah, Goblins will definitely win that. And here you can see Alberic jumping in the front line. Definitely do not agree with that, per se. I think Alberic is going to have to be more calculated, but it looks like the Trident Manon is going to be going down here. Yeah, that's got to be Alberic's Trident there. And it goes through the Black Orcs and does about 10 to 15% HP damage, but now Alberic is slowed down by Gorkle Fix-It, and he's being attacked by two spiders, which is certainly very, very messy. On the flank, we have Knights of the Realm hammering into the Goblins and the Spider Riders there. And if Bretonnia can win the flank engagements, that'll certainly be very nice for them. And Gottric's also in here, so I mean, there is plenty of power to fight back against the big spiders, but the problem is the angle of the engagement for J Phoenix certainly isn't good because Alberic is being hit by two spiders, whereas a lot of his supporting elements aren't able to really, you know, quite effectively fight back. So here again, going pretty well for Bretonnia, collapsing many of the flanks. We have some men-at-arms with polearms as well in the back, but again, Alberic taking this beating could be the sole loss for this game, because honestly, many other aspects of the battle are going pretty well for J Phoenix. You can see a lot of routing Greenskin Spider Riders on the flank. The Knights of the Realm and the Questing Knights are getting into Black Orcs, which is good. You can see here the big old juicy Curse at a Bad Moon going down, which does a little bit. But yeah, I mean, losing Alberic like this, a disaster for sure. He's not King Lewin, you know, he's not going to be able to heal up, and the Goblin Great Shaman's taking a bit of work. Gotrek has been able to get in there with his chop and axe and do some solid stuff, but yeah, really, it's just a shame. Like, that misplay may just cost him the game outright. Now, Alberic will heal up to about 1,000 HP, and if Alberic can even come back in any capacity and can, you know, kind of sit under this battle, he can give bonus first large to some of these knights that normally wouldn't have the bonus first large. The Bretonnian Peasant Archers are shooting in and getting quite a bit of damage here on the Goblin Great Shaman, and he's getting, you know, kind of danger low, and Albert's back. I mean, if Albert gets a good regrowth and can come in and then countercharge that Great Shaman, that could be the turning of the tide. But the Black Orcs, of course, doing very well, actually cutting through Questing Knights, infantry. You really got to cycle charge those guys pretty effectively, or else you're going to have a bad time. Gotrek just going balls deep, though. Another Gorkle Fix-It, and don't even try it is activated. So that is actually basically the Arcane Unforging. That is a free bound ability there on the little Goblin. 264, and it looks like Alberic is broken once again. Now the Greenskins, who've been very conservative with their archers, now that most of the Bretonnian cav is broken, so Knights of the Realm are broken here, these Questing Knights are broken, same thing on the other side, they're going to be collapsing in with all of their little Goblin archers here. And these Goblins certainly will take these archers to Pound Town pretty bad. And yeah, it's not going to be a pleasant experience for them as they're hunted down by a horde of spiders. That would be terrifying. That'd be like one of my worst fears for sure. But yeah. Oh, J Phoenix is a girl? Oh, okay, got it. Did not know that. Well, I will be correct now. Thank you, Happy Puppy. So here the Questing Knights are charging in. Spears are holding here. J Phoenix doing a decent job holding here with some of the spears in the back, but honestly, it was a really good game. Like, I think J Phoenix could have had a chance if she was able to keep Alberic alive and like not getting that dicey engagement, because everything else was going pretty well. Like, the flank engagements were good. She collapsed one side of the flank. The other side was a relatively even engagement, but that center pocket, just, you know, losing Alberic there when maybe a little bit of cycle charging could have led to the death of this Goblin Great Shaman, it would be a completely different game. But it was a good one nonetheless. It was a good one nonetheless. Yeah, guys, welcome to the stream. Alberic did pay the troll toll. Falcon is going to claim victory in the battle of two players who did not want to be playing these factions. It's funny, before the game I was like, Falcon, oh, you got greenskins, and just get a sad face. And then Jay Phoenix, she was just sad about getting Bretonnia as well. So, yeah. Man, brutal. Brutal stuff indeed, but well played. It was a good game, honestly. Like, if Alberic had just been a little bit safer, the Goblin Great Shaman could have died, and that could have been an entirely different game. But well played. And now the score is 2 for Falcon. Well played, Jay Phoenix. Hope to have you back in future streams. And now we move on to Amuf Hacker. All right. Amuf Hacker, you're up. Let the sweating begin. So I'm going to invite Amuf Hacker to the lobby. I don't know what name Amuf is going by. What is your name, Amuf? Oh, he's going by some mysterious title there. Not as good as Skrull. Yeah, too many spiders. Yeah, for sure. Spiders are really, really good against Bretonnia. The Plateau of the Dead shall be our next map. All right. I know, Master Betty. We're trying to get a lot of content going, trying to get a lot of streaming. You know, eventually I do want to become more or less like a full-time... Oh, I know why people aren't able to see my games. I was invisible on Steam. Okay, that should help. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was wondering why it was taking so long for people to find my damn games. I mean, I'm trying to guess who Amuf is based on, like, the names here. Okay. All right. Oh, Nakai. I knew that was him. I could just sense it. All right. It's time for the Great Wheel. Let the games begin. Of course, Amuf Hacker, a very, very solid tournament player. This is going to be a good scrap, I'm sure. Okay, let me just minimize here. Sorry, guys. It's got to pull up the Wheel of Doom. The Doom Wheel. Release it. All right. And this one is for Falcon. So, spinning the wheel. Spin it. I know. Falcon playing in all these. So Falcon gets Norska. Okay. Falcon says, please, wheel, don't give him dwarves. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, Amuf Hacker is a really, really good dwarf player. And now, for Amuf Hacker, let the games begin. Vampire Coast. Okay. So this is certainly going to put Falcon... I don't know about this matchup. This is going to be an interesting one. I mean, Amuf, I think, is a really good coast player. So this is actually going to be hard for Falcon, I think. Although I don't quite remember the dynamics of the Norska matchup here. Yeah. So it's going to be coast against Norska. So we've seen a couple, meme builds here, but I think this is going to be very much like a straight to business type build. All right. So we got a donation coming in from Tomasco Cretini. Hopefully I said your name right. Hey, Turin, love your vids. Was looking to get into 40k with Blood Angels. Do you suggest Death Company or Sanguinary Guard? Dude, I have... Blood Angels is like one of the few armies I have like no knowledge of. If you had asked me about like basic Space Marines, like Ultramarines type, like regular ones, but those niche chapters, like Blood Angels and Space Wolves, I know nothing about them. So honestly, my recommendation to you would be to go to the competitive 40k Reddit and just like search Blood Angels and see what people are talking about there. Yeah, I mean, but what's really cool is like Death Company are going to be much better soon because, honestly, I'd go for Death Company. I think they're way cooler. Plus, Death Company are about to be buffed from 1 wound to 2, so they're going to be like exponentially better. Yeah. Yeah, I would say this is coast favored, but Norska can certainly win it. Like it's not like a brutal, horrible matchup. It's doable for both sides. So basically, Amuf Hacker got the undead. He got the undead dwarves there. Yeah. How can Nakai be anyone's daddy? I have no idea. I mean, Kroxigor spawn, don't they? There's got to be some sort of a system there. So after this, we have some serious challengers. We have Amuf here, of course, playing. We have Random Nix, Zyphos, Hadri's, Legion, Ice Power, Total War, Evan Lamassif, and Valkanos to close out today's stream. Almost 900 viewers, 160 thumbs up. Yeah, sounds good to me. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, do drop a little thumb there. It always helps. Sofa Muncher, there's no reason for it, honestly. Just my laziness. Yeah. Yeah, 2-wound Death Guard, though, you have to remember, like, Plague Marines are probably going to go from, like, 18 points to, like, 30-something. So, yeah, they'll be much better, but they're going to cost, like, probably almost twice as much. Yeah. Everyone's, like, super excited about 2 wounds, but you have to remember the cost premium it comes with. Yeah. So how do you choose who that fights? It's completely random on King of the Hill. So for other tournaments, sometimes I'll message people. For ECLs, it's open. Anyone can join. And for this format, basically people can sign up, and I randomly generate their names from a list. And it's just completely random. Holy shit, Richie's back with a balls deep donation. Dude, I always feel so bad when people donate fat donations like that, because I know it's like people are losing their jobs and it's really hard right now, but I really do appreciate it, and it certainly helps me a lot, man. That was a fat €100 donation. Yeah, that's an erect one, dude. Richie, thank you. I don't see a message, but yeah, dude, that's fat. Holy shit, man. Thank you. Yeah, I really, again, I hope it's not a burden on you guys when you donate. Please don't donate if it's gonna like stress your finances. Because, dude, so many of my like family members and friends are losing their jobs. It's like it's harsh right now. Welcome back, Turin. The good times are back. Yeah, Richie, apparently they are, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I don't see a message, but happy to have you here, dude. Happy to have you here. I know we're rolling in it now. Richie, are you excited to see the Dark Lord Felcon attempt to go on a streak here? But, you know, normally I think Felcon would be very comfortable going on a long streak, but now that he's forced to play random factions, it might be hard because he's facing some really good opponents. How long can a single tabletop game session last? So typically, okay, Richie says, stop it. I'm old. I've got money. All right. If that's the case, then cool, man. Cool. I really appreciate it, dude. Everyone in chat's like, we're from Europe. We've got money. We're good. Yeah, I know. Here in the States, it's different, man. My stepdad lost his job. Anna got laid off her job. It's just like, yeah, it's brutal here. That's why like microphones and webcams are like sold out on Amazon and stuff, because everyone's like trying to, you know, get in on the podcasting and YouTube and stuff and Twitch. You guys are rich. I'm cool. I'm down for it, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, Richie. What was I going to say? Have you played War of the Ring board game? I haven't, you know, I'd be down to play that. I want to get more into board games. I really do. Is the wheel still there? Not today, says the God of Death. I got it this time. I was going to talk about something. I can't remember what it was. Fuck. Sometimes I just forget things randomly, like that I was literally thinking about like 15 seconds ago. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are all joining after watching. Was it a big League of Legends event today? Is that what it was? Hey, Steel Bear, thank you for the donation, man. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, it's crazy though. A lot of people. I mean, yeah, we have an unemployment system here though. So like for example, if you get laid off and or fired from a job, which right now pretty much everyone's getting laid off, right? It's just simply like the employer's like, yeah, you know, I can't afford you. You can apply for unemployment, which like lasts for a period of times. But I think like you get like literally like $200 to $400 a week, which is certainly like for people like with rent in California and or many other states, it's really not enough to survive. Turn getting old, yeah. Turn about to answer your question and gets distracted. Yes, the tabletop game. I remember now. So tabletop games in 40K, if you're playing like 2 tournament players, which are very quick and like know all their rules and like are quick thinkers, I would say 2.5 hours. Like that is the standard for tournament play. But Champions League soccer. Okay, got it. But if you're playing like casually with like, you know, a friend who may not be like super quick when it comes to rules and gameplay, probably like 3 to 4 hours, maybe probably like 4 hours. But if you're like brand new to 40K and you're like looking up your rules and all these like specifics, I would say like 4 to 5 hours, like probably even 5. Yeah. Champions League soccer. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I've never really watched soccer aside from the World Cup. Here in the States, it's not as much of a thing, but I actually really love playing football or soccer. You know, we'll call it football because most of you guys are probably European. But I played American football for 7 years, and then I played football or soccer for 3 years in high school, and then I played club soccer for 2 years in college. So yeah, I love it. Like after the Rona apocalypse ends, I'm actually Lady Turin and I are looking to join like some leagues here in LA and just play for fun because she actually likes to play as well. I know in Poland soccer is pretty popular as well. Dude, Richie, Steel Bear, thank you guys all so much. Super generous. But yeah, like if you played a game of 40K with me and you were like newer, I could probably help guide you through the game and it'd probably take like 3 hours, give or take. PSG broke your heart. I'm sorry, Happy Puppy. I'm sorry. All right, so for the forces here of the coast, it's going to be a front line of bombers backed up by Shade Wraith Gunners. Shade Wraith Gunners, always pretty good. Discourage, armor piercing, they get the job done. Zombie Pirate Deckhand mobs here in the secondary. Look at this. Zombie Pirate Gunnery mobs with the wild hand cannons. Luther Harkin up in the sky, no surprises there. Luther Harkin is certainly the Dark Lord here. And over here we have handgun mobs on bats and a couple of regular fell bats as well, backed up by a cannon. So very much like a layered defensive formation. Bombers, couple gunnery mobs, you guys get the picture. So for Felcon, it's going to be, oh yeah, the condom wolves, baby. Bring it on. So it's going to be Quad Skin Wolf, the premier condom brand of the old wolf. Imagine buying like a pack of condoms at the store and it has like this wolf's howling head on it. That would be so freaking funny. But anyways, guys, it's going to be 4 of the wolves here. Front line is going to be Marauders. Secondary line is going to be Norscan Ice Trolls. Whoa, Norscan Ice Trolls. What's the application here? I mean, I guess frostbiting Luther Harkin down is something. A couple of groups of horsemen. Throg, and a Burning Head caster and a Pendulum caster. So really looking to just wreck the back line with magic. Yeah, it's a cool army, honestly. I think both people here have a decent chance of winning. Certainly a matchup that I guess historically is favored for the dreaded coast, but we will see. We will see. Yeah, UFC is probably my favorite sport to watch right now. Yeah. I love the UFC. I love martial arts. It's so fun. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything in this build basically regenerates. We have, what, double, like everything except the casters and the baseline infantry and the skirmishers, yeah. But there is a cannon here for the forces of A-Move Hacker. Felcon looks to be repositioning, pulling his Skinwolves back. He actually does lose 2 Skinwolves to a single cannonball, which is pretty brutal for sure. I know, Piotr, for sure. We'll make a Skinwolf t-shirt eventually. Skinwolves are really good, though. They're really obnoxious units. Quite good against Coast, because Skinwolves can kill Morngulls, they can fight against the Krabos, they can like tear through infantry at a reasonable pace, and they regenerate too. So if the battle goes really long and they're able to come back, it can be a big problem for sure. Yeah. So how does the Wheel of Fortune work here? Basically, I roll the Wheel of Fortune and the players get a randomly selected faction. See, this is a big problem for Felcon. He didn't seem to come very prepared to deal with this Air Force here. I mean, I guess he's got the Marauder Horsemen who can come in and at least poke. I'm sorry about that. I hate when I do that. I really don't like that like type of overhead looking. I mean, yeah, I guess 2 horsemen should be able to shut down 2 deckhand droppers here, or 2 deck droppers, but Luther Harkin here as well, plus Fellbats. Like, A-Move Hacker could grab his Fellbats and attack the Marauder Horsemen and probably effectively snipe out this Firecaster. But I guess Felcon does have 2 casters here. So first one's going to be a Pendulum, I think, going down the pipe on the Bombers, and it does okay damage. Not the best cast in the world, and it looks like a Summon has been used. No, those are actual Zombie Pirate Deckhand mobs being used to block up this advance. And now you can see here the Norscan Ice Trolls. Where are they going to be going? It looks like they're pulling back here from Felcon. Maybe going to be going into the Bombers. We're not sure. Players saying good luck, have fun. Always a good time. And some of the Skinwolves are able to get around the flank, but the Fellbats are used as an intercept tool. Bombers are still throwing in and doing a ton of damage against this Norscan blob. And yeah, the Norscan Ice Trolls also taking a lot of firepower. Getting into the handguns, though, with some of the Marauders, so may be able to effectively shut down this position. Skinwolves just beelining in. Felcon basically has this like massive regenerating Death Star and just going balls deep. Burning Head attempt. Might be able to get some of those bombers low. It looks like it was a little bit... No, it actually turned out to be a pretty good one. Got those guys down and did some good damage, but yeah, Felcon's moving forward in this big like death blob right now, but it has pros and cons. Obviously, it's going to have huge impact damage and will crumble positions very quickly, but on that same note, he's very bunched up. Oh man, an A-Move Hacker with a nasty breath attack here from Luther Harkin. A Gaze of Nagash coming down as well from the Vampire Fleet Captain. A lot of stopping power for sure. Now, balance of power is relatively even. I mean, Throg Daddy's beat up, but you have to remember these units do regenerate. The Carronade is offline. A lot of the backline here for the coast is actually taking a surprising amount of damage, and this is where, you know, the regeneration could come into play. If these units aren't fully pushed off, for example, they're able to stabilize and heal. It could really circumvent a lot of the burst damage here from the Vampire Coast, which is actually pretty beat up across the board. Marauder's doing a good job. Condom Wolves in the back line. It looks like 2 of these bad boys are going in with the Winter Tooth Crown. What is the range on that ability? Is it your whole army? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, for a second, I always thought it was like a short radius, but that looked pretty far to me. Now, Throg Going pretty balls deep back here. Killing the Vampire Caster here would be frickin' huge. Getting that Invocation of Nehek off the battlefield would just be masterful. But Luther Harkin's coming in deep, guys. And Luther is one of the best duelists in the entire game and may potentially be able to break Throg here. And Throg looks like he gets wavered and terrified. He probably will come back, but no, he's actually naturally broken now, which is certainly a big problem. But he almost got that caster off, but yeah, Throg getting chased off the battlefield here would be really, really bad. Gaze of Nagash going in as well from the caster. Skinwolves are being forced in. He's pulling the Skinwolves like out of combat over here and trying to get on top of Luther Harkin, which is a really good play. He has to save Throg here. I think if Throg breaks, that could be game blouses. I think it'd be maybe a little bit too tough for him to come back. And the Skinwolves actually get a bit of a surround. You can see the Condom Wolves trying to wrap up here on Luther Harkin. And is that going to be enough for Throg to come back? It looks like he's broken. He may rally here, but Luther appears to be getting away from the Skinwolves. The Norskin Ice Trolls are also nearby. If they could frostbite him, that'd be good. But it looks like at this point, I think Falcon has to sacrifice Throg and just try and get as much value as he can elsewhere on the battlefield. And, you know, despite Throg being chased off the battlefield and potentially killed here, it's not game over yet. Now that I really look around, I thought it might be, but the Vampire Coast Army is very, very tattered as well. They don't really have too much left aside from their lords and characters and, you know, the big boys, I guess you could say. So, Skinwolves charging into the back here, going into the Zombie Pirate Gunnery Mob hand cannons, going to be going after these bad boys. And yeah, Throg is definitely, he's face down over here, not having a good time. The Troll King tried his hardest. The Troll Toll regenerating army. Certainly, I think Falcon might have been memeing a little bit here with his army, to say the least. With the double Norskin Ice Troll, I think is a strange pick. But I think he's just doing it for fun, to go for like a troll-themed army for you guys. But nonetheless, Skinwolves here, -8. Norskin Ice Trolls, -15. This could be a bit of a cascading effect of chain routing here up on the high ground. These wolves tearing into these guys. We have actually the Firecaster. We have 2 casters here left. 2 characters here for Falcon, which won't be super useful now. I mean, I don't know. The Burning Head and the Pendulum effects won't be super strong. Yeah, and here you can see Luther Harkin trying to chase down the Skinwolves to say, oh, some of them actually do rally on the edge of the map, which is really big. If those bad boys can rally, that's going to be substantial. Marauder Horsemen are pulling around now. Definitely should try and pick off the handguns up in the sky to stabilize what units he can. This is actually like a dead even game, guys. It's really, really close. I mean, what the Norskins need to do is just stay together and like just chunk and take down all of this Vampire Coast infantry, because then Luther Harkin, based on the tournament rules which we're using, will be forced into combat. He won't be able to like run around and cackle all day. So yeah, I don't remember the Wintertooth Crown being that far range, but I guess it is. So here we have some Marauders pushing in. The Marauders going to be taking some shotgun blasts to the face. This is pretty cool looking, guys. This is a great battle, by the way. Zombie Pirate Gunnery Mobs with the hand cannons getting some bomber shots here. And now comes the Troll Toll army, and it's all regenerating. You know, that's the thing. Like, this whole force here, the Skinwolves are going. Ooh, and that's going to be a nice burning head. Yeah, definitely want to get those shotguns. The Pendulum's really quick. It's hard to dodge it. Nice one right there. So the Pendulums are critical binding. Not Pendulums, excuse me, but the Deckhand Mob's probably going to crumble down. We have some Condom Wolves coming into the back as well. Definitely a little bit risky. Want to pull those guys back, and Falcon does. He pulls them back very, very quickly. And now this whole force here is kind of getting whittled down. But, you know, one big problem here for the Norskins is the mass terror route that Luther Harkin could impose. He's super scary. Falcon actually pulls ahead on the bounce of power. I really, based on everything, it looks like he was probably going to lose this game based on some of the engagements and Throg being taken down. But, I mean, he did a good job pushing into the back line here. Looks like Luther's trying to line up a breath attack, I think, up in the sky. The Trolls, everyone kind of scattering here. Luther going to try and snipe the Balefiend, which is a good call. Balefiend is actually a pretty strong combatant with 400 weapon strength and good AP. So one of the characters here that really could, you know, do some huge damage. Now, a bit of a risky dive here for Luther if he actually lands. No, it looks like he pulls up at the last second because Luther there could potentially get trapped by the Norskin Ice Trolls. And I think A-Move Hacker sensed that. Yeah, this is the right play. A-Move needs to sit here. He needs to use his ammunition before landing. The Halberds are about to be gone. Coast does not have anything else on the ground, so yeah, this is about to get pretty wild. The ammunition very, very low here for these handguns. Looks like they have like 2 volleys left. The Halberds are holding firm. The Balefiend, though, sniping the Balefiend, definitely a very, very good call. He's going to run. Luther Harkin will probably chase him off the battlefield. 285 HP, I suppose you could just use your ammunition. But that appears to be it. I think now he just has the handgun mobs. How many shots do they have left? It looks like they're not shooting. I think Luther Harkin is just shooting right now. Are they not firing? Okay, so the handguns aren't firing. They need to attack, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like maybe he was saving his ammo here or turned them off. I don't know if that's intentional or if he's trying to shoot something that's a little bit obstructed here. I'm a little bit rusty on the rules pertaining to this type of a situation. I mean, Luther Harkin's getting his shots. They're on fire at will. Okay. Didn't look like they were firing. Now they're firing. Yeah. I don't see their ammunition draining. Oh, it's actually 2 Balefiends. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is a funny situation here. Because I don't think Luther Harkin shooting his pistol counts as attacking. Alright, now I think you need to land. I don't quite remember how it works with Luther. He's got like 0 ammunition here. He's gonna have to, like, he could attack with the deck droppers, and that would count as attacking. The Norscan Ice Trolls are all just healing and cackling, so are the Skin Wolves. Yeah. Yeah, he's out of ammo now, so the bats are gonna land. And the reason why he's landing with the bats here, guys, is to count his attacking here, but I don't think he's allowed to cycle charge like that. Yeah. But, I mean, regardless, the guys are stuck on the ground now. You can see the Fellbats. This is definitely a little bit of cycle charging. But, I mean, Skin Wolves are coming back. I think it's over. Yeah, the longer he delays, it actually gets a little bit harder for him, too. Yeah, so now he's committing, which is fine. I think there was a little bit of a rule break there, but, again, King of the Hill is a casual stream, so we're going to be a little bit, you know, less aggressive about it here. But now Luther has to land. And Luther has to stay in combat. Okay. Luther must stay in combat now. Good luck. All right. So now it's Luther Harkin versus like a ton of Skin Wolves, and I don't think he has any chance. There's Norse controls in here and things like that. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Yeah, because there's been like changes to ammunition usage and the attacking rules and things like that. A little bit of a rout going on for some of Falcon's forces on some of the beat-up Skin Wolves, but there's some very healthy ones as well. These Skin Wolves have 14 models, and Norscan Ice Trolls are beating down Luther pretty bad. I mean, like I said, the terror route still could be substantial, but you can see, I mean, he's taking a lot of damage. Luther Harkin's really getting worked on. 7 leadership, he's tanking. And like, what Falcon should do is just keep these Skin Wolves back. I can't believe Falcon potentially came back and won this game. Hey, TNT Moose, welcome. It's your first time catching, huh? Yeah, I could help you out, man. No need to pay me. Just shoot me a message in Discord. I'm not in the best position to coach multiplayer right now. I'm a little bit out of practice. I mean, I could certainly help with the basics, but there are better coaches out there. And that's going to be game. Falcon able to win it with the Werewolf Ice Troll build. I cannot believe he freaking won that game. What a freaking scrap. And Luther Harkin gets beaten down. Oh my god. Luther taken out by the Trolls. Well played. I mean, it was a good game on both sides. I thought Falcon was in big trouble. Like with the Luther being that healthy in the late game, Throg being dead, his casters being sniped. But the regeneration, just like we talked about in the early game, came into play, and he was able to win that bad boy. So, all right. So next we have Random Nix. Random. Let's get you in here, bud. Chester, my friend. All right. Well played. All right, A-Move Hacker has left. We'll do the Alpine Ridge. that was a freaking game if I've ever seen one. Yeah, Falcon is a beast for sure. That was a crazy match. Falcon's the GOAT. We aren't worthy. It was both players there played a good game. It was close. I mean, just goes to show, man. With these random factions, anything can happen. All right, so we got Random. Oh, Random Nix is all set for this. His name is Random in itself. All right, it is time. Summon the Wheel of Doom. Summon it. All right, this is for Falcon. Spinning the wheel. And Falcon gets the Empire. Random Nick says, here's Random's WWE Trash Talk. I heard there's a player that is in need of a beating now, but it won't be me who'll be doing the beating here. What? Empire for Falcon. All right. And now for Random Nix. So Random Nix is going to be getting the Wood Elves. Okay. Poor Random. Random. All right. Let's see how Random Nix responds to this. Wood Elves can definitely win this matchup. Definitely. You just got to be good with Weight Watchers. He says no. He's like, no. And it's so funny because the next player up on the list in this King of the Hill is Zyphos, who's like the Dark Lord of Wood Elves. Like, if only he had gotten this matchup, right? All right, so it's going to be Empire versus Woodies. Let's see what Random can bring to the table. You know, Falcon's had to fight through his adversity playing Greenskin, so granted, it was a good matchup for Greenskins, to be fair. All right. Cool. Everything looks good. Hold on, guys. Let me get a towel to wipe down my sweating body. Yeah, I know. I mean, Empire is definitely... I've always considered Empire to be pretty good against the wood. With the, like, Empire Knights and, you know, their cheap heavy cav and the artillery and things like that. But it's... I don't know. We'll find out. Sorry, guys. I literally have a towel. I'm just wiping my sweat off my body right now.
At least you're not wiping it away against me.
Yeah, that's true. It's true, darling. Random Nicks did get randomed pretty good. I mean, Random Nick says, Lotus Moon, give me her power. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, there's... Way Watchers are probably the way to go here. Just good Way Watcher play. You can go with, like, a rush, though, too. We've seen Falcon do that. Like, using Wild Riders with, like, a Helm of Discord Dragon and just, like, bum rushing. Oh, I love the Black Lines in this matchup. They're so good. Yeah, so the Black Lines, I think, are actually competitive in this matchup, for sure. Like, you can keep them out of range of Way Watchers, and they can really pound Wild Riders and the Archers. Yeah, I don't know about regular War Wagons, probably not, but the Black Lines, yeah. I think they're good. Yeah. Mark Nunez, oh god. Empire is really bad against Dwarves, Thompson Evans. Like, aside from that, that's why I think Empire is one of the best factions for beginners, because they're just... they're like good against more or less they're okay against everyone. They have some matchups that they're like slightly disfavored in, but dwarves are like their only really hard counter. So like it's a pretty good faction to be good at. Oh dude, Chappelle Show was so good, Sice. I love the Chappelle Show. Like back in the early 2000s, I owned all the DVDs and everything. A Wild Foot Volkmar? No, I don't think so. If you're gonna see Volkmar, he should be on his pimp cart here. Yeah. Sweaty Cam Show. Oh god. I can't wait for it to get cold again. One sec, guys. I'm just doing some stretches away from the mic, so I'm going to be a little bit distant sounding for a second. The worst artillery piece in the game? I don't know. That's a tough question. I'd have to really think about that. Because a lot of the really bad artillery pieces have been buffed, like, to be decent. So, I know, this is great. Players are being forced to, you know, practice factions they might not be good at, and, you know, it's creating a cool experience. Empire is definitely the jack of all trades, yeah. The Flame Cannon, yeah. Flame Cannon's an interesting one. Hey, Nick Orr, thank you for the 20. He says, HB Turin, I love multiplayer Total War Warhammer 2, but I don't have the mental capacity / concentration to be a good RTS gamer. Thank you for giving me my multiplayer fix every day. Hey, I got you covered, man. Every day, baby. Well, we miss days here and there, but Nick Orr, I got you, man. And you'd be surprised. If you keep working on it, you know, you'll get there. Yeah, the Dwarven Bolt Thrower is pretty bad, too. Yeah. Screaming Skulls have like some weird applications. They got some buffs too. So they're I don't know. I'd have to really think about that one. Spirit Sands, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Hell Cannons aren't bad. Hell Cannons aren't bad. Yeah. I mean, the thing about Dwarven Bolt Throwers, I feel like you might as well just go for a Great Cannon because it like just does the same thing but better. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but only like 300 gold. It's like, and you get so much more punch and range. Yeah. All right, guys, and here we are. Yep, it's a rush. It's a rush. He's going to be trying to use Falcon's own medicine against him. So, as far as this Wood Elf army goes, Helm of Discord melee dragon, Dryads backed up by Wild Riders, Sisters of Thorn, and the Wild Hunters of Kurnus with some spear support and a Branch Wraith just to support the cab engagement. So, he's basically using Falcon's build against him, which is great. Or more or less a similar build, which is going to be good, I think. I mean, but the Empire has a ton of heavy cav, too. Yeah. Oh, the wheel. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I got it. All right, we're good. It almost got me. Not this time. So we got Pistoliers. Pistoliers, of course, are good against Wood Elves, lightly armored, right? Especially Wild Riders without shields, they can do a bunch of damage. So there's going to be 2 Knights of the Blazing Sun, 3 Empire Knights. It's going to be Volkmar the Grim on his Pimp Chariot, Amber Wizard over here to summon Mancores, and Bright Wizard to use Burning Head. Pretty good stuff. It's going to be an interesting engagement. I mean, certainly winnable for both players. The Helm of Discord Dragon can be a huge playmaker and really help you win those engagements. But the funny thing is, though the Helm of Discord will nuke the stats of those units, we have Volkmar the Grim here to buff them back up with the Grand Hammer of Sigmar. So it's very interesting. Yeah. We got the wheel. We did it. Yes, the dreaded faction war where the screen blocker was up the entire game. All right, the battle's underway, and it's going to be a very quick one. The Wood Elves are going to be turning for a rush. Falcon is very quick to react to such things, though. I've seen him be ambushed so many times, and he's just like immediately sets like the perfect formation back up. So the element of surprise is certainly gone. Not that it really matters too much, because Falcon's army doesn't have any sensitive parts like cannons or artillery pieces. So I don't think he needs to worry too much. I do not have the hiccups, Kevin Robinson. I do not. Perhaps you should just refresh the stream. Pretty aggressive Vanguard, though. Volkmar the Grim, he's got good magic resist, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, so the dragon here will not do a ton of damage against him. But yeah, the main fighting could be underway here in a second as some of the Pistoliers do screen forward to try and shoot some of the advancing Dryads. You really got to make sure you get the good in cab engagement, so that's like the biggest thing here. Oh no, what are the Wild Riders doing? Don't overextend. Random Nix does pull back at the last second, pulling the Knights of the Blazing Sun into the Dryads, which I suppose isn't the worst engagement in the world, but look how out of position these Wild Riders are and the Wild Hunters of Karness. They're all like up here on the high ground in a really, really awkward position. Granted, these guys are able to get back more or less. Dryads are now engaging against Sigmar Suns and some of these other units. But yeah, these Wild Riders up here on the hill, oh man, they're so out of position here for Random Nix. Shield of Thorns going in, and the Wood Elves are going in for the countercharge, but they're so outnumbered. There's like 5 heavily armored Empire cavalry right here. Granted, the Wardens of Sithrol nearby as well, so they might be able to pull in and salvage this situation. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one for the Woodies here. Dryads are certainly getting worn down. The Wild Riders got crumped really bad. Volkmar's here as well, given the Grand Hammer of Sigmar. And the Dragon does push into the back line, perhaps a little bit of an overextend, but it should be able to get away. Empire Knights are collapsing inward to try and do some damage here, and it looks like maybe a pendulum effect. No, a Burning Head going down and burning through those Dryads, doing so much damage. These assets here are the Wild Riders and the other boys certainly a little bit out of position. The high ground position has completely collapsed for the Wood Elves. The Wild Riders are broken. And now the Pistoliers are just kind of kiting the Glade Lord in the back, who really needs to be using Helm of Discord in these very decisive engagements. Very, very decisive engagements. Yeah, it would certainly appear Falcon was very well prepared for a rush. But again, the rush is his playstyle often with the Wood Elf, so I mean, he's probably going to play against what he knows, right? In the back, we get some good engagements. Yeah, it looks like the Wild Riders do get into some of the Empire Knights with the Glade Lord nearby, so he wants to get in there and use that Helm of Discord right now. Balance of Power is certainly not point of no return yet. Wild Hunters of Karness with the Scroll of Shielding going to be charging in as well. And here the Wardens of Sithrol are chopping through some Knights of the Blazing Sun, so perhaps a little bit of progress here for the Woodies, and I think the Helm of Discord has been activated. So the entire Empire Core here is going to be taking some heavy nerfs, but man, Volkmar is just such a balls-deep presence here. He just gets in here, he drops that big old juicy Soulfire right there, does a ton of damage. Sofa Muncher with a $20 donation saying, for Volkmar, my favorite lord, and the one who never loses on this channel. It's kind of true. Volkmar rarely loses on my channel for some reason. Even when I'm playing against him, he usually wins. Don't know what it is. The Wild Hunters of Karness peeling back to deal with the Pistoliers, but the Empire certainly has this fight where they want it. They have the Wood Elves fully surrounded. The Dragon is just kind of stuck in combat against Volkmar, who's a bit of a wet noodle. There's a Feral Manscore summon. I think that's going to be game, and I think both players probably know it at this point. Certainly a very quick one. But, you know, Random Nix probably doesn't play Wood Elves, and he's forced to play them, and yeah, it makes for a tricky situation. The Wheel of Fortune certainly tests people's faction diversity. Because I've seen Random Nix, he's extremely good with a bunch of factions. But I don't know if I've seen him play Wood Elves ever. Yeah. So the Sons of Sigmar able to stop the hardwood. Falcon going up to 4 here. And now we have Xiphos. What's your name, Xiphos, in Discord? I can't see you. Is it like Sleepos or something? Slee? Okay. Misha messages me and just in all caps, wheel! Turn off the wheel! Angui is the next map. Well played, Random Nix. Sorry you got put on a faction you're not super happy about playing, but it's the nature of the beast, man. You rolled the dice. Kevin Robinson, who is the most underrated and who is the most consistent? Are you talking about Lords? So Kevin Robinson, thank you for the fiver. Let me think about that. The Melee Salon has a donation as well. He says, thanks for the content. Looking forward to seeing you play with your new Hand of the Gods. Me too. I tried playing a game on ladder. I did win it, but I was very slow. Like, my hand isn't ready yet. It still has a little bit of a surgical swelling, so that'll go down in the next 3 weeks. But yeah, thank you, man. I'm really looking forward to it, Melee Salon. Kevin Robinson, the most underrated Lord or faction? Yeah, let me know. Lord or faction? So now we got Xiphos versus Falcon. Jodicus? Oh, you're talking about rappers? What? All right, so let's do it. Let's roll that wheel. Summon it. All right, so we'll do Xiphos first this time. So for Xiphos, he is going to get. Oh, is that a reroll? No, that's Tomb Kings. That's definitely Tomb Kings. It's just like ever so slightly on the Tomb King side. So Xiphos gets Tomb Kings, which is really good. They don't have too many bad matchups. Now, the worst thing that probably happened for Xiphos, I don't know. Yeah, that's Tomb Kings. It's just barely on that side. All right. And now for Falcon. Random Nix says, Turin doing me dirty. Literally, the only faction I don't play in the entire game, says Random Nix. That's so funny. You want some gangster rap lyrics? Some Candy Shop, some 50 Cent, some 21 Answers. A little Tribe Called Quest, perhaps. Some electric relaxation. Oh yeah, I used to love Tribe Called Quest. I still listen to him occasionally. All right, so now for Falcon. Falcon! What does he get? Dwarves would be the worst, for sure. Vampire Coast. He gets the Coast again. And Falcon gets Coast. He's like, Falcon does not like playing Coast, apparently. All right, so it's Tomb Kings versus Coast. I actually feel like this is an even matchup. So if it's like played well on both sides, I feel like it's pretty even. The question was lyrics. Oh, okay, got it. Let's see. Who's the most underrated? Who's the most consistent? I don't know, man. I'm sorry. It's out of my breadth of knowledge. Some Slick Rick. Yes. Even more disgusting. Well, I mean, at least it's two undead factions being fed to each other. Yeah, I think Tomb Kings have a good matchup here. It depends on how good Xiphos is. After this, he has to face Hadri's, potentially. If Xiphos wins, of course, he'll be the one facing Hadri's. You think we're going to see a bloat? I don't think so. Like, the bloat doesn't have, like, what? Skeleton Warriors, Spearmen, maybe Tomb Guard if you're lucky. It's, there's not too many good engagements, yeah. I gotta put some weight on the wheel. Like, it actually does give me the option on Streamlabs to put some weight on each of the rolls, so you're more likely to get some. Just slap some more Bretonian wheels in there. Yeah. Yeah, Skeleton Archers are pretty good here. I've even used Screaming Meme Catapults in this matchup. Like, a couple of them to focus down the Carronades. It can actually kill them really quickly. You don't have to... Do we really have to remind you again? Nice, dude. No, you don't. Just because of that great message that caught my attention. The first game was Tomb Kings versus Coast. Yeah, it was. It was. It was Falcon's Coast against Tomb King. So he already played this matchup earlier. Yeah. The people want to see a bloat. Well, you know, if Falcon does like to meme in these, so I think he might bring one. No guarantees. Wait for the Dowie, the Punishers. How do the Chosen of the Gods fare in this matchup? So Shop to Grapo is another kind of school of thought in this matchup. A lot of people like to spam Skeleton Archers, but then they can die to Mortars really easily. It's kind of like, it's a tricky one. You can do a full rush with Tomb Kings too, like, you know, 4 Nehekar Horsemen, a bunch of Infantry, Ushapti, Sepulchral Stalker support to kill some of the monsters. There's a bunch of different ways to play this matchup. Yeah. I'd be down to add sub-factions for sure. But sub-factions are pretty punishing. It'd be really... That would just make it... It's already kind of unfair, you know, because of the randomness of it, but... if you add sub-factions, it's just going to get really unfair. Hey, Pickled Buddha. No worries, man. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. I'm thinking of starting to do some giveaways on stream too, like for like DLCs and things like that. You guys have been so generous for donations. So once I get it set up for next streams, I think we'll start doing DLC giveaways and things like that. Get more of you guys in the game. We can. Who was it yesterday that didn't own Beastmen when we were or on a couple days ago? There was someone who didn't own Beastmen. It was Zach B saying, yeah, because we rolled Beastmen for him. He's like, I don't even own Beastmen. That was so funny. Busted heel and face the wheel, says Richie. Yeah, we saw Skaven actually, Nick Orr. We saw them get rolled the other day. So Skaven have been picked. I think almost every faction has been selected by the wheel. Almost every single one. Dark Elves? Yeah, we saw Dark Elves, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure. Was it Gobbo Slayer? No, because I think, was it oh yeah, it was Gobbo Slayer, wasn't it? Hadri's just played like 5 Skaven games and Dov's King of the Hill. So these guys signed up for both King of the Hills. That's pretty funny. Oh my goodness. That's pretty cool though. The more the merrier, man. If I had known Dov was doing that, I would have coordinated with him to make sure we get like different people in too, so more people would have a chance to play. But yeah, I was just I was like totally drowsy and out of it. Yeah, it was him. Okay. I own Tic-Tac-Toe, guys. I'll prove it to you after the stream. I'll prove it. I will do a Tic-Tac-Toe campaign. I think that will be, depending on when we get our next DLC, like that Tic-Tac-Toe could be one of my first campaigns back. I'll do it as a live stream just for fun. What happened to the Gobbo King? He still does content. So he still has his YouTube channel. If you search him, he'll come up. Because he originally had a YouTube channel, and then I think he deleted it and then remade his YouTube channel, and then now he's putting up content like daily, I think. Yeah, so you can find him if you're interested. Yeah, he's still doing great, I'm sure. Turin, which will be the most overworked faction come Warhammer 3? Overlooked, you mean? Probably dwarves, if you're talking like overlooked, but overworked? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Tic-Tac is a free LC. It was just like, I didn't download Tic-Tac for a long time, and it kind of became like a running meme on the channel. I know. Well, no, guys, I promised Falcon that if he won the faction war using Tic-Tac-Toe every single game, that I would download him, and he did it, so. A head-to-head with Falcon, sure. Tic-Tac-Toe is really trolling head-to-head. Like, the fact that he gets this huge flying army early is so annoying. Yeah. Praise be, says Zero. Zero with the qualifier in the ECL. Well played, man. All right, so the players are making their tweaks. Clearly, neither Xiphos nor Falcon really play these factions. It's funny because they're both like elf players. Xiphos is like plays all the elf factions. Falcon typically plays elf factions. Like he doesn't play like the undead usually. So it's like they're both playing stuff they just like don't have that like natural familiarity with, which I think is cool. Yeah, Steel Bear, I will play Tic-Tac-Toe, 100%. Yeah. So Brody Briggs says, question for chat: if there was a massive cavalry engagement between Bretonnia, Empire, High Elves, and Dark Elves, who would win? I mean, if it's only cavalry, probably Bretonnia. But it depends, because like what? Is it just going to be mass Grail Knights versus mass Demis with halberds versus mass Dragon Princes? Yeah, so it'd probably be Bretonnia. Or Empire, depending on the engagement angles. Yeah. Grail Knights are really nasty, too. They wreck shop. Falcon. Are you guys saying Falcon's the Russian Chuck Norris? This is a fun duel, too. This one has a little bit of flavor, because these are only the two of... I've had 4 ECL seasons before the current one, right? And every single season has been won by one of these two players, by either Xiphos or Falcon. Out of, hundreds and hundreds of challengers. So Kitzek 94, the head-to-head with Loremaster of Sotek, unfortunately was delayed because of my surgery. I still can't really play yet. And it's probably over because the save file, by the time I'm able to play again, is probably going to be corrupted because it'll be so out of date. So unfortunately, yeah, that one. I'll do more head-to-heads with Sotek, but that one is probably, unfortunately, like, unless I have a feeling it's just going to be, the file isn't going to be working anymore. All right. The problem with 2v... I like 2v2s, but there's a problem with them. They just get so laggy. Like, because there's 4 players plus a spectator, so there's 5 people. And this game is notoriously laggy already, so, yeah. I would love to do 2v2s like on the channel. I think it's a really fun format, but it's just so laggy. And if you get one laggy player, it just ruins the whole stream. The Melee Slawn says, love tic-tac-toe. Once saw him kill an archer. Very dangerous, like a caged animal. What? Kill an archer? Thank you, Melee Slawn, for the tender, dude. Once saw him kill an archer. Very dangerous, like a caged animal. What? Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, KidTech94. No problem, brother. Time to wipe down some sweat. Round 2. I probably smell like hot dogs right now also. Although for breakfast this morning I literally ate salami and crackers. Like a true sausage. That's one of my favorite snacks when I'm in Poland, is just getting like some freshly baked bread and just like eating it with kielbasa. Oh, it's so good, like kielbasa slices. Yeah. Yeah, Zero, it is a weird matchup for sure. It is. I've always felt as if both sides have a chance though. Yeah, 4v4s are easy to do. Holst if you're pre-recording them, but if you're trying to live stream it, because in a recording there's not going to be lag. But if you're if you're doing it on stream, there's a massive issue of yeah, Falcon is Russian Steel Bear, yes. He is. Gobble them delicious sausages, oh god. So we got Hadri's Legion, Ice Power, Evan La Massif, and Valkanos to close out the stream today. We're about halfway through. So guys, thank you for joining. It's a pleasure seeing all the familiar faces and some new faces. You know, a bit of a curious question. How many of you guys have found my channel through the live stream? So basically, you're browsing YouTube and it shows like a live stream going and you just like randomly clicked on it and found the channel. Or I would assume most of you found it through videos and then went to the live streams, but I'm just curious about how that works. Like, I feel like it's hard to grow a YouTube channel just off live streaming. Like, YouTube doesn't share them as much. Yeah, oh, I love FFAs for sure. Thompson Evans, if Total War Warhammer 2 ever went pro, would you apply? Yeah, I would for sure want to be a caster if there was a pro scene. Yeah, 100%. You found the channel from Indie Pride, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Most people, it's like finding through other YouTubers. I like, yeah, Faction Wars. Okay. You can bump Legion up. Okay, Hadries, you got it, brother. We have a donation from KidTech. Didn't donate long enough. Here's a tip for some pierogi. Dziękuję bardzo, man. Dziękuję bardzo. Yeah. See, like everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the feedback. Because a lot of people mentioned it's either through other YouTubers or through my videos. Like, I feel like YouTube doesn't really share streams too much. Arab Carthage mentioned me randomly. That's cool. Yeah. All right on, guys. Thank you for all the feedback. I really do appreciate that. I'm reading all these messages. And now for the armies. Here, Zyphos Frontline is going to be Nehekara Warriors mixed with some of the juicy Skeleton Warriors. We have Setra the Imperishable on the Camarine War Sphinx, a nice monstrous piece who, of course, can do some work and can be quite tanky using the Narrow's Incantation of Protection. Up in the sky, we have Carrion. In the back, Zyphos has Nehekara Horsemen to cause some backline disruption and, you know, run some interception as well. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's Chaff Infantry, Skeleton Archers, and Nehekara Horsemen. That's like a very standard build, right? Like, it can deal with most threats that the Vampire Coast can throw your way. I found you from OnlyFans. Oh, God. Yeah. That's really, really funny. Thank you guys for the feedback again. Appreciate it. So for Falcon's army, it's going to be deckhand mobs in the front. Obviously, a bit of a wet noodle contest for skeletons. Bombers in the secondary. Bombers are just so good. They eviscerate the Tomb King's infantry. Anything that's lightly armored, even against armor, they do a surprising amount of damage. Gunnery mobs, handgun mobs in the back. It looks very much like a deployment that we've seen from ya boy Anticity for sure. Up in the sky, we do have deckhand dropper bombers. Wow, look at this. Quad deck dropper bomber, which I've actually seen Falcon use very well. Or was it Falcon or someone else? Against archers, you like overwhelm one flank, you put 4 bombers on one archer, and since they're so fast, they can actually outmaneuver the archer's maneuverability and really isolate and pick them off. So I was watching Arab Carthage video and saw the funny thumbnails. Yeah, thumbnails definitely, I think, are a breadwinner there. Up in the sky, Luther Harkin, no surprises, super strong, Lore of the Deeps. Falcon memeing a little bit. Like, Falcon's build is super competitive, but he basically, like, brought Vampire Fleet Captain with Vanguard's Revenge just to meme a little bit. Aside from that, the build is like super tight and super solid. Yeah, definitely like it. So no predictions, really. I mean, I think honestly both players have builds that are very capable of winning. Well, do you see Falcon's army just like jump there? Yeah, that's a lot of bombers here. Ward Voss, I think I've tried it. Yeah, I'm not sure. full King of the Dead build. King of the Dead build would be only bombers, like nothing else. Yeah. As King would say, he's been using bombers before they were cool. That's his favorite thing. Yeah, Richie, so for sure, man. And here comes the bomber. So just like I said, what you do with the bombers, like the archers are spread out, right? They're in a very wide formation. If you get all 4 of your deck dropper bombers and swoop on top of these skeleton archers, you can actually overwhelm them. But, you know, the cool part about Xiphos' build is he does have a Carrion here as well, so the Carrion can run some interference. I definitely think Tomb Kings need to advance. Ooh, nice volley right there. That was good. It looks like Falcon didn't quite get the juke off, and Luther Harkin, though he does heal himself, it's not going to be too disastrous. He, yeah. Ooh, Master Betty, that was a long time ago, dude. That was a long time ago. I've actually evolved. I do use MS Paint for most of my thumbnails, but for some of them I use paint.net. So the channel has come a long way since its early days, I can assure you. I can assure you. I actually plan, once my hand is fully healed, to have like a 5 or 6 day a week streaming schedule, like probably 5 days, where I do multiplayer 3 days a week and then campaign twice a week, including head-to-head campaigns. I really love streaming. It's my favorite thing. So anyways, bombers, just like I said, they overload one flank, they go for the kill, and they're able to overwhelm these archers. Now, the Carrion for Xiphos are going to be pushing in here. I definitely think the Tomb King should push the rest of this force and maybe start fighting here. You know, you could even send in Cetra with a little bit of archer support, potentially, although the handguns in the back will really butter his bread pretty good. Yeah, very nasty play, though. You know, Falcon showing that despite the fact that he doesn't like playing Coast, he's certainly very, very good at doing it. He knows the common principles. He probably plays against them enough to know what tactics are very, very efficient. Dude, MS Paint all day, baby. That stuff's so good. So good and tasty. Bombers, once again, dropping their fat, hot load here onto the skeleton archers, and some of the archers here from Xiphos are returning fire and getting some good damage back. And the Carrion, of course, are hot in pursuit, and Luther Harkin isn't in position to peel them, so this could actually be quite good. Over in the distance, these Carrion were chased down as well, losing a couple models, but now it looks like the deck droppers are attacking. Look at this! The deck droppers are swarming the Carrion! Oh, the Haggard undead bat duel. Glorious stuff indeed. And yeah, the Carrion are going to get wrecked. I mean, but the big question is, can Xiphos get his archers to really melt enough of these deck droppers while the Carrion are fighting? You know, at the end of the day, this isn't the worst engagement in the world here. Carrion actually have freaking 42 melee defense, so they're surprisingly hard to kill. And it looks like an invocation did go down there, an overcasted one from the vampires. But that's a lot of archer fire going into those deck dropper bombers. That's definitely very, very good for Xiphos there. I would certainly say he came out a little bit ahead on that trade, because not only did he do good damage across the board to those guys, but he did also get the Invocation of Nehek baited out. Well, not even baited. It was necessary, but he was able to get that out, and I think that's quite good. So will the Tomb Kings engage is the question. I mean, the bombers are going to be really nasty. Yeah, it's a tricky situation. Tomb Kings don't really want to engage without their archers. So Tomb Kings have lost Carrion, 1 unit of Carrion, a little bit of HP off the other skeleton archers. And for Falcon, he's taken a little bit of damage across the board. That Invocation was really good, though. And you got to be careful for Xiphos here about like doing this for too long, because if your skeleton archers run out of ammo, just kind of you know, shooting at these juking characters, it's going to be a tricky one. It is going to be a tricky one indeed. So Xiphos doing a little bit of repositioning. You can tell he's trying to like square up his army to the forces of the Tomb Kings, preparing to engage where he can. And yeah, we'll see. He's got some chariots as well. I think what he's going to probably do is get the skeleton chariots to kind of push in as he advances with everything else. And Falcon taking the initiative to push forward, and now he's going to be going to this flank, knowing that all of the archers for Xiphos are really kind of corralled over here. Falcon's going to be taking his deck dropper bombers and moving in on the weaker side of the flank that is unprotected by the archers. And you see, that's the problem. Because look how much ammo Falcon used, like none. He only got a couple volleys left off, and Xiphos, I think, used like most of his ammo here. Yeah, I mean, not most, about 40% ammo on this one, actually a good 60%. And now Luther Harkin's just going to kind of sit and cackle and shoot, etc. And like all these skeletons and Akara warriors are going to get bombed for free because the archers just can't keep pace with rotating bats. It's very, very tricky. So here comes another volley going into the Nehekara warriors, and that's pretty much going to tell Xiphos, like, yeah, you got to push, dude. You can't sit back anymore. The trade was good initially. We'll see if he's able to kind of continue on those trades. Falcon now in a very advantageous position, able to rotate up and around, and now he's bombing some of the Nehekara horsemen, which is good. He can switch his volleys here onto the deckhand mobs. One of the things bombers got was a big ammunition buff. Their ammunition before was super low. Sir Perkins, found your channel back in the Total War Warhammer 1 days. Dude, that is OG as hell. Figured I'd stop lurking for a bit and show my appreciation. Well, Sir Perkins, I appreciate you, mighty knight. It is very generous. Very generous of you. Yes, you've come out of your stock. You are now spotted here by the community. Thank you, Sir Perkins. So the first advance here of the Tomb Kings is underway. The Nehekara horsemen as well as the skeleton chariots are being pushed in. Very good Narrows incantation on the chariot because Falcon probably will target the Chariot and or Setra the Imperishable, but it looks like he's going after Setra. Hornswaggle is active. Bombers up in the sky still doing their thing, but Xiphos is actually able to get some carrying on top of those bad boys, and now his archers are in position. So this is where things are going to get really messy. Is that a Vangeist Revenge? No, it looks like it's going to be a zombie summon right there, which isn't bad. It tar pits many of the skeletons. Oh, baby! It's happening. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. The Blessed Legion will be bombarded. Here it comes. Right down the pipe. Oh, yeah, look at the damage. It actually got the skeletons. Oh, and it rips down that formation as well. Oh, my God. It tore through all those skeleton archers. That was brutal. The Vangeist Revenge meta has been created by Falcon. Apparently so. Oh, that was so juicy. So good and tasty. Nonetheless, though, it's a very even fight. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell who's ahead. Oftentimes with undead factions it is because there's no breaking and variables like that, but currently the bounce power does show Falcon being a little bit ahead. That Vangeist was nasty. That hit like everything back there. Yeah, very brutal. But things are getting a little bit spicy. You can see these Nekar horsemen have gotten into the handgun mobs, with Setra helping, of course. The Chariot's back here as well, but it looks like it's a little bit mucked up here by the two casters. The Vampire Fleet Captain of the Deep. Yeah, the range on the Vangeist Revenge apparently is really good. Something I've never really played with because I've always considered it to be a terrible spell, but yeah, play the game. Oh my god, that was so brutal. So archers are still shooting, but the thing is, Falcon's like juking very effectively. When any of his archers are targeted down by the skeleton archers, he's like juking across the deck droppers. It's like, he's unleashing his full power. Just imagine if Falcon were to embrace the dark side and actually play undead factions, how terrifying he would be, right? Anyways, Xiphos still doing a good job causing disruption. The handguns in the back are shut down. These Nekar horsemen are Tokyo drifting in and about. Falcon is losing many of the frontline engagements. The Nekar warriors will soon be into the gun lines. So there is certainly a chance here for the Tomb Kings, but yeah, it's tough. Luther Harkin's doing a lot of damage. The two vampire casters are in good shape, and Setra the Imperishable has also taken some serious damage for sure. 31 kills on Setra, certainly not bad. He's been able to run over some of the chaff units. But yeah, the bombers are just super impactful. Falcon's just been so trollish with them, just rolling about and really picking off all these archer units. Just masterful play indeed. So in the back, what do we have in the way of disruption? Looks like we do have the Nekar horsemen coming about face, looking to charge into some of the bad boys. Nekar warriors as well, getting in there, and skeleton warriors. And here comes the skeleton chariots once more. I think the balance of power is kind of ebbing to the point of no return. Vangeist Revenge, you know, it's not something you hear terribly often, but the Vangeist Revenge may have been a big factor in winning that game, just wrecking that archer line. It softened up the archer line enough that from there, Falcon was able to come in with his bats and finish them off. Normally the bats would probably struggle in that trade, but since the archer's bread was buttered so badly, you know, there wasn't much he could do. You know what would have actually been really strong in this game is if Xiphos had brought Ushapti Grapos. Falcon's army was really ill-equipped to deal with Ushapti Grapo. It was pretty much hard designed to kill archers, and yeah, was able to do that, so. Xiphos did get the dodge with the first group, but the other groups really took the brunt of that damage. Balance of power, more or less point of no return, I think. There's just too many powerful characters. Like, the Vampire Fleet Captains are really strong on those Prometheans, and yeah, Setra the Imperishable is just kind of being focused now by whatever handgun fire is still left here on the battlefield. Xiphos did a good job in many respects, like a lot of good disruption, but I just don't think he's going to be able to come back. Luther and the casters are too strong, and like, there's no way that he's going to be able to solo all of that with just Setra. And that's going to be army losses. That is going to be army losses indeed. Yeah, Tomb Kings are very slow also. They have like 28 speed on their infantry for the most part, I think. So, yeah, they're not going to be able to dodge terribly quickly. Dude, the Vangeist Revenge. Holy shit, that was awesome. I'd love to cast that game separately. Falcon, if you're watching, send me that replay. That one deserves. The Melee Slan, the Vangeist was great. Almost as impressive as when I saw Tic-Tac-Toe take on those two peasants all by himself. I know. It's a tall order for Tic Tac, but he's certainly capable of it. All right, guys. The random faction reign of terror continues. So Hadri said to go to Legion first. All right. So Legion, you're actually up. Hadri's is going to be after you. Let's see what they're saying. Flyers OP, missile resist works well. Falcon says I healed them. Still, you know what I mean. But in general, Vampire Coast is weak. And needed 50 on deck droppers. Oh, they're just joking around now. Yeah. Great bows. Woulda. For sure. They're both just talking about how much they hate the undead factions. That's really funny. We should do the Lost Vault of King Lun. Oh, that map's actually really unfair. There's like massive choke points. Okay, do Prague. Okay, so one sec, guys. We just have to get this next battle set up here. Great. Legion, I've sent you a friend invite. Perfect. As soon as he accepts that. Hadries, I got you covered, man. Yeah, I'll play Darktide for sure. I love 40k stuff, so I definitely will. Hey, Melee Salon, thank you again for your donations today, brother. Been very generous. Hello, darkness, my old friend. The Melee Salon has come for you again. I've actually lost to a Melee Salon before. Yeah, it was a magical experience. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Legion first. Summon the wheel. Summon it. Get those spinners going. Hoya! And Vampire Coast for Legion. Well, Legion gets Coast. Oh my god, watch Falcon get dwarves now, guys. I'm going to feel really bad if Falcon gets dwarves. That would be so bad for Legion. Oh, here it comes. Lizardmen. Okay, this is actually a good matchup. Falcon's really good at Lizardmen, too. Falcon's like, don't be Dawi. Legion's like, please don't be Dawi. Lizards for Fel. And Falcon's one of the best Lizardmen players out there, so this is going to be good. Falcon gets Lizardmen. Cool. He says, I see. Guys, we might see tic-tac-toe. David, thank you so much for the 50 SEK. Thanks for the upbeat banter and fair play in treacherous times. I got you, man. I got you covered. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure Falcon will have quite a quite a recipe here. So, Legion, you are playing the Vampire Coast. I know, the vampires are getting selected. It's completely random, though, I promise you. Co-commanders, Spirit Sands, yeah, perhaps so. Perhaps so, man. I'm sorry, guys. I can't help it. I can't help it. No more Coast, God, no. But at least we get Lizardmen, you know. Time to get them lizard trinkets. No, the weight on every roll on the wheel is completely even. They're all the same weight. So it's just, you know, randomness. Oh, man. Legion's like, why give him Lizardmen on my matchup? I didn't give him that, bro. It's random. Come on now. That's part of the great plan, says Falcon. Oh, man. Hadries, you're getting Vampire Coast. All right, guys. What we'll do for the next game, for the next round between Hadries and Falcon, potentially, or Legion and Falcon, or Legion and Hadries, is we'll ban Vampire Coast. We'll, like, reroll if we get them for someone. Because we've already seen him so much today. Yeah. Ram Riders for Dawi? Dude, that would be awesome. Put Dawi to 99%? No, God, no. I do like Vampire Ghost. They're fun. You think Luther's going to take them lizard trinkets? It's certainly possible. Coast has a lot of good answers here. Yeah. We'll ban Coast. We could ban Coast for the rest of the stream. That's fine. You guys have seen enough. I mean, Coast is fun. I like watching them, but yeah, obviously you want to see some more factions, so. I'd say this map, Valkano saying, I'd say this matchup favors vampires. Yeah, I'd say so too, but it's Falcon, so. You never know. I'll be right back, guys. We're almost there, guys. Good stream so far. I'm just getting some water. Falcon is very protective of his lizard trinkets. Probably 0, yeah. He probably is. Queen Bess? You know, if I were playing Falcon with Coast, I might bring a wild Queen Bess. Although Falcon usually plays with Cav and Skirmisher, so it might not be the best idea. Yeah. When do you want salamanders and when do you want razordons? Salamanders are against, light armor. Razordons against armor is like the really basic formula, but it gets much more dynamic in matchups. Like salamanders are really good against greenskins because of the savage orcs and the giants that they often bring, and also pretty good against spiders. It really just depends on the armor and the circumstance. Yeah. Croak against Coast, probably not. Although Croak could really catch. The thing is the deckhand mobs are so like loosely packed that like Croak's bombardments don't do that much damage in my experience. Plus, he's also a big Chungus target, Hey, Turin, how do you feel about 9th edition and the new changes coming out? I'm excited for it. Honestly, I just want to see Chaos get their new codex. Like until then, I can't really draw too many conclusions because I play Death Guard and Chaos Space Marines, both of whom are like using old ass codexes. So yeah, I'll probably do some Bannerlord again, Bren. I think for Bannerlord, I would potentially do like multiplayer streams here and there, just for fun. Yeah. Hey, Phosphor, you're welcome, man. You're very welcome. Razordons, I've actually seen them be pretty good. I like Razordons in some matchups. So when I play Lizardmen against Greenskins, I bring usually one Salamander and one Razordon. The Salamander kills giants and savage orcs, and the Razordon kills Arachnarok spiders pretty efficiently. So yeah, I mean, there are matchups for it. It's not the most common thing in the world, but you get the picture, my friend. Yeah, Ancient Salamanders can be okay. Yeah, they're niche. I like Ancient Salamanders against some of the elf factions because they're very tightly packed. Like, they're really good against, like, Spearmen and things like that. Yeah. The Great Plan calls. Well, knowing the lore of the dude, I'm sure the greatest of Necron characters will be karate chopped by some, like, nameless space marine. Yes, my post-human engineering allows me to dominate every other faction in space. Oh man, regular space marines are pretty OP though, for sure, and in both lore as well as tabletop. Yeah, the captain mode was really fun. I really like that. Legion saying, I don't like the Great Plan. Well, here's your chance to disrupt it. And you got a pretty powerful faction here, Legion. It could have been much worse. It could have been much worse. Oh, yeah. I'd be down for some captain mode. I love captain mode. It's really fun. Yeah, we'll get back to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hyped are you for the new 40k game Fat Shark is making? I'm pretty hyped. Probably like an 8. Because, like, it's not my favorite genre, but it still looks really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I know there's some big changes to Bannerlord's multiplayer. Aha, I got the wheel this time. No more games. The wheel is part of the Great Plan. Yes, it is. I should have just left it up the whole stream there. That would have been fun. Therapy buddy Bastillanon. Yeah, that was really funny. On the last stream there was a Bastillanon that was trying to run like from the battlefield, and the other Bastillanon got in front of it and like blocked it from running and just like was providing emotional support. Yeah. Hey, we have another donation from the Melee Swan. He's out of control. He says, Turin, if Falcon needs to tie down a single scurvy dog, I think I know the skink for the job. Yeah. All right. Well, send him a message, man. I'm sure there will be some scurvy dogs. Yeah. Feral cold ones against Coast. I'm not a huge fan. I'd rather use Pterodon Riders as like my mobile stuff, to be honest. Yeah. We will see. Some delicious water. Hot damn. I mean, I think that games like, Darktide and Vermintide have like, fun lifespans for a short period of time, but it's not a game that like you can dedicate your whole channel to type thing, in my opinion. And have a lot of success, yeah. Warhawk, your parents are big Wheel of Fortune fans. Yeah, it's a fun show. All right, guys, let's take a look here. Oh my god, I saw a Dread Saurian. I'm so excited. So for the Coast, it's going to be double Carronade, Count Noctiluss on foot. No Luther Harkin. Perhaps I'll pay the troll toll for that. Granted, Luther is a little bit risky here because of the prevalence of Tempest. It's going to be halberds, bombers to fight Saracen skinks, handguns to kill big monsters, scurvy dogs to chase down skinks, and the Gallows Giant to help you win the engagements first. The little guys here on the battlefield. Should be good. All right, I dig it. Now for the forces of Falcon, it's going to be Skinks into the, not into the Sunset, but Skinks on the flanks. Saurus, a couple spears mixed in the center, a Heaven's Caster with Wind Blast to blast into the zombie formations and the gun formations. It's going to be a Salon Mage of high magic coming in to drop Tempest on Luther Harkin, but there is no Luther. Saurus Scarvet on foot, and a big old erect Dread Saurian. Oh yeah, the Chad of the old world. The Apex Predator is here. It is time. It's going to be great. Excited for this one. Couple Skinks, and that's going to be it. Yeah, great stuff, man. Really excited to see a Dread Saurian in action. You guys are being treated. The Great Beast is here. It is. It is. Falcon always brings Dread Saurians. Even when they were bad, he used to bring them. Yeah. For sure. Enjoy the water while it lasts, I know. The Dread Saurian is so cool. Well, Legion is setting up on the opposite side of the battlefield, and understandably so. I would do the same thing if I were him, because here you have like a natural hill and some terrain that's going to be like the lizards will have to march uphill. And you're also still far enough from the white line. Yeah, like there's enough room to kind of fit around here, so. Well, looks like he moves, which is fine as well. I mean, they're both okay positions, to be honest. It's kind of an open field map, but the hills here aren't bad also. Like putting your carronades up here and then like your battle lines down here, it could be pretty effective for sure. Yes, I'm currently on medium graphics, I think. I lowered them. Oh, I can't. Yeah, you can't check them in game. I think I'm high, like with some of them in the medium settings. Because like my computer's really taxed right now because of the heat. So I'm trying to like keep it from getting too crazy. The Chonkosaurus, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's as of now, it is one of the most erect beasts in the old world, hands down. I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, there's nothing really more beastly than this thing. I mean, there's things. What can beat the Dread Saurian? Probably, like the ROR Sphinx, maybe. Hard to say if it even does. I remember testing it a while back, but it's been quite some time. Yeah. Who would win, Nurgle's most vile wrath or being undeath underneath the Dread Saurian when it needs to go? Yeah, well, that's certainly a philosophical question for the ages. And it looks like Legion is ready. A good formation, I like this. He has plenty of buffering, so Falcon, like once he breaks through the front line, which he will with Saurus eventually, he's going to have some room before he gets to the cannon. So good deployment from Legion. Now, Legion needs to switch the carronades onto the Dread Saurian quick. The Dread Saurian's a good target. You could also shoot the Salon, to be honest. Both are good choices, but probably the Dread Saurian is going to be the way to go. And what Falcon's going to do, he's going to get the Dread Saurian and go up and around the flanks here, probably come through the tree line and do it to it. I think I'm on high settings right now, not ultra. Like my PC is like dangerously close to overheating, so I gotta play it safe, guys. Normally in the winter it was on high and was on ultra at several points, but you guys get the picture. My computer is 4 years old now, by the way. It's not a spring chicken. I got it in end of 2015. Yeah, so it's even older maybe. So cannons are shooting against certainly the wrong targets. They've been shooting against skinks. I mean, you need to get your value with these cannons. Shoot the Dread Saurian, shoot the Salon. Yeah, some substantial misplays there with the cannons, but it's not necessarily the end of the world, but there still are handgun groups that can do some good damage. A lot of it's going to come down to bomber execution, like how efficient is the bomber play going to be? You really need to kill the Saurus. The Saurus are going to be very, very, very tough for sure. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I was just burping some salami. Glorious stuff. And now the cannons have switched onto the Dread Saurian. Apotheosis is going down, so that's certainly good. Legion has switched his targets. Oh man, I got the hiccups. No, not the hiccups. Not today. Here we have the mighty Skink Priest of Heavens engaging in combat as well. Bomber mobs, I would imagine, will be scooting forward here in a hot moment to get on some of the Saurus. And yeah, here comes the skink pressure from the flanks. The bombers are waiting for them, though, but you really got to do quite a bit of damage to the lizards before they're able to envelop you, because you will be losing most of those frontline fights. But like I said, bomber's really nasty. Oh, look at the flamethrower here from this big boy. The big Chungus actually did some good damage here against the Saurus. Bombers against the Saurus, of course, trading pretty effectively so far, and he seems to be holding all right. Nice wind blast right there. Brutal wind blast getting on those bombers, doing a bunch of damage. And now the Dread Saurian emerges from the trees. Oh yeah, the Apex Predator's coming, baby. He's going to be charging into these guys, and we'll be very happy to do so. But yeah, the cannons need to kill that Dread Saurian. 100%. Handgun mobs who are shooting into the front line, I think they should be rotating to take out this Dread Beast here. It is rampaging, and the thing is, like, if it gets too damaged, Falcon will probably just run it back into the trees here and hide, so it is a bit of a tricky situation, but if that Dread Beast goes unimpeded, it is going to be a really, really tough time for the forces of the coast. So here's going to be a banishment attempt from this Salon, I would imagine, going down. It looks like it does some okay damage, not the most damage in the world. Frontline engagement, like, that's what's so crazy about bombers. They're, like, straight up able to defeat the Saurus with a little bit of support. So the Saurus are pushed back with their spears. Saurus coming through here. and a massive blob of lizardmen right here that are quite angry. I mean, even the Salon is trying to get his hands dirty, chasing down that Gallows Giant right here. But balance of power is pretty even, honestly. It's hard to tell who's ahead in this game. It looks like Vampire Coast might be slightly ahead on the balance of power. Maybe ever so slightly, and some of the scurvy dogs in the back going to be collapsing into the back of this formation, maybe. Probably going after these stars here would be the better play. But nonetheless, a rear charge is a rear charge. Can't complain. 20 bucks is 20 bucks. We'll see how that goes. Dread Saurian moving, making its way downtown. Now it's going to be going after these zombie pirate gunnery mobs. Maybe pushing into the back line, going after Count Noctilus here. Who knows? And this Slon is just getting straight up gatted down. All the handguns, plus also the Gallows Giant, are blowing the hot load here on the Slon. Oh, he is not having a good time with this. Falcon trying to juke with the Slon, but that's a very tall order. Now, if the Slon lives, I think Falcon may be okay, but if it dies here, he could be in big, big trouble. Oh, and the Slon gets nuked into the Shadow Realm. Down he goes. And the Dread Saurian, looking to avenge its master, is going to be pushing into the back line, but it's wavering. Taking quite a bit of firepower. There needs to be a cold blood on this Dread Saurian soon, most likely. Skinks in the back trying to make their way around, and yeah, those two cannons are still shooting. There needs to be like some Pterodon riders or something else like that to really shut down these bad boys. We'll see. And yeah, the Dread Saurian's in trouble. Sara Scarvet is getting in there, doing some good damage against the Gallows Giant, but the Lizard Infantry is actually breaking. Yeah, grilled frog legs for sure. And Falcon's front line is buckling. It looks like this may be a game for the Vampire Coast as they continue to shoot downtown. The Gallows Giant dropping some nice fire here on the Scarvet, and the Sar veteran, the Scarian veteran, the Dread Saurian is broken. Falcon saying GG. I think he probably knows at this point it's most likely over. I just don't think he has enough. He wasn't able to get back here and shut down the cannons. Normally, I feel like Falcon almost always brings Pterodon riders or something to cause some like backline disruption, but he didn't this game, nor did he bring any cav. But I think it looks like maybe his build was really heavily leaning into facing Luther Harkin and or Crabs, because the Dread Saurian's very good against the Crabos. Yeah. And I think that might be it. Falcon's still trying his best to scrap here using his Scarvet, but Legion has been doing a really good job protecting those cannons. I mean, if you can keep those cannons firing this whole game, that is a pretty massive accomplishment against a player like Falcon. And that is going to be all she wrote. And the king has been dethroned, but Falcon certainly has a very tall record, so it's going to be a tough one to beat him. I mean, I think he has 5 or 6 wins. Certainly possible, though. Certainly possible. Oh my god, the modded foot salon is so disgusting when he's like running. Oh yeah. So Legion will be taking over the King of the Hill position. Let me go ahead and update this. So it's Falcon with, how many wins does he have so far? I think it's 5. 5. And now it's going to be Legion with 1. I'm just going to type it as Legion, bud. Hopefully it's close enough. Okay. Well played to both players. And there you have it. GG. Oh, Hadries, were you up next, or did you want Ice Power to go up next? I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Do you want to go up now, Hadries, or do you want to go after Ice Power? I imagine you guys probably communicated or something. Hold on. All right. Who's this clown with the mullet? It is I. All right, so 1 sec. I think Hadries is up. Hadries is up. Now Ice. Then you. Yeah, I believe so. Perfect. Yeah, we just got the list order a little bit wrong. All right, Hadries, you're up. Go ahead and join up, bud. Yeah, I got you, Hadries. You're up. 1 second. Let me minimize this stuff. Hey, another donation. Melee Salon, you're out of control. He says, look how they massacred my boy. Yeah, the Salon definitely took a bit of a pounding there for sure. I definitely did. I mean, 4 handgun mobs plus 2 cannons is going to be enough to cook that frog for sure. All right, so it's Hadries. Rakto Ridge, I think, is a funky map. Do River Amixon. It's a good one. All right, guys. Hadries doesn't have a choice in who he plays, guys. The wheel decides all. And now, my friends, it is time to spin the dreaded wheel. So this is going to be for Legion. And Legion is going to get Chaos. Okay. Okay, Legion gets Chaos. And Hadries. Yeah, we haven't seen Chaos today. This is good. I'm excited to see some Dark God action. It's great. And now for Hadries, let's spin the wheel once more. Remember, Coast is banned. Because we've seen him like 100 times today. Versus Beastmen. Oh, yeah. Beastmen versus Chaos. Hell yeah. Hadries, Beastmen. Legion says, dude, I haven't played the faction since Warhammer 1. Not even in campaign. Hadries says, shame, this isn't Warhammer 1. So it's Chaos versus Beastmen. So... Chaos is decent. Yeah. Fine. You're good. Don't worry. Chaos can certainly beat Beastmen, and Beastmen can beat Chaos. It's a fun matchup. They're very similar, so... it would take me too long to enter all the maps on another wheel, probably. Yeah. Legion better use Sigvald. He says he hasn't played Chaos since game 1. Idri says, I don't know. But it comes down to the pilot at the end of the day. All right, so it's going to be Chaos versus... he says, then we're crashing. Yeah. I'm sure Legion is like, oh my god, how do I do this? Yeah. So is there an official Shroud of Turin? I'll take it. Give me some shade from the sun and the heat. For the time for the Mad Chicken? I don't know. Warp Chicken, we could see him here. He's good against Beastmen. So against Beastmen, I mean, I could say my build, but in case Legion is listening, I want them to do their own. I have a build that I actually like picking Chaos against Beastmen. I have a couple builds that are very strong. But I'm going to leave it up to him to come up with his own scheme here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Giants are okay here, but Ungor Raiders kill Giants really, really quickly. So, for like almost no gold. Sure. Up to you. Surprise us. Legion is saying he wants to pick Sigvald, but that pretty much is sealing his own doom. Yeah. Hank Vanderfin says, hey, Turin, just want to say that your content is awesome. Are you from Ojai? Yeah, I grew up in Ojai, California. I went to VPS. Yeah. I am from Ojai, California. Valkanos, I do use Spawn in the build, but it's not the epicenter of the build. Yeah. Hell Cannons aren't very good here. Yeah, I wouldn't bring a Hell Cannon. Sartorial's really good, Patrick Leonard. I agree. Anakin, I'm too hot. Giants are definitely very bad in campaign. But in multiplayer, they have some applications. I wouldn't call them useless, the dude. Sigvald is just like asking to lose, though. Like, that's the problem with Sigvald. Like, Hadries is an extremely good player. I know he's coming off a win from Falcon, which is very impressive, but Hadries is a monster as well. So if you meme, like, you're going to have some problems, in my opinion. Winning with your boy Sigvald would be a pretty big flex, though. Yeah. We haven't had Vampire Counts today. We haven't had Vampire Counts. But Ice Power Total War's next, and then Valkanos to close out the stream. That'll be 10 players. Has anyone tried Vaseline on toast? Oh, no. Sounds disgusting, dude. Remember the old Gorbel days? Gorbel still makes an appearance every now and then. He's not terrible. Yeah, Burning Head's very good against Ungors. You know, you can use Archeon here. Archeon's really fun. He's like thematic and he's cool and pretty decent. He can duel, like, he can wreck Morker in combat. Although, doesn't Morker freaking have magic resist, like, out the Yang? That's kind of tricky, isn't it? Archeon with Swords of Chaos. A wild Chaos Lord pick? That would be fun, Valnir. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Yeah, that would be really fun. But what I like about this matchup is it's just very much like mouth breathing, grind into one another. It just gets down to business very quickly, which I always enjoy. I'm a simpleton. Oh, Hank, you used to You used to live in Ojai? Did you go to high school there? Did you go to Nordhoff or? Yeah. Let me know, man. What years were you living there? Maybe we were there at the same time. Sigvald is so terrible. Oh my god. Yeah, Sigvald's a god-awful lord. He's probably like top 3 worst lords in the game. Yeah. A Chaos Dragon could be interesting. Yeah, it could be something. The old Cygor spam, yeah. Back when people used to bring 2 Cygors and then summon a 3rd one and just have like a million rocks flying at you. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah. The wheel has been pretty good to us. I mean, it's given us a fair amount of coast, but in all fairness, you guys have to remember it's also given us some good matchups. Also, you can't hate it when it isn't exactly what you want, and love it when it's Yeah, and it's today is King of the Hill though, so the players are getting random factions. Yeah, they are indeed. They are indeed. So the wheel, yes, got to remember to get rid of that. The wheel still up equals turn, self-loathing. Man, so I was just, like, before this stream started this morning, I was watching a Magic the Gathering stream on Twitch. And, dude, like, there was about the same amount of people. Like, this stream has 1,223 people, and that stream had maybe, like, 1,100, 1,300, somewhere in that range. And, like, when you watch Twitch chat, it's like incomprehensible, just gibberish. Like, it's just Twitch memes and like these acronyms that I just don't understand. Like, it's just, but here, like, there's actually like conversation I understand. Like, like, I don't see any memes in chat that are like YouTube specific, right? Like, most of them are like pertinent to what's happening in the game. But Twitch is just like, man, it is just a cacophony. Like, I wanted to get like type in chat and like talk to some people, but I'm like, you can't even like get anything through. It's just like constant Twitch memes, So Hank says, I went to Santa Barbara. Oh, okay. Oh, very cool, Hank. Yeah, right on, man. Maybe we played each other in football, because I played football at Villanova. Yeah. It's Gorst? No, there's not going to be Helman Gorst. There's no vampire counts here. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch chat is like, I just don't understand it. No, get that out of here, guys. I think I'm just old, says Master Betty. Yeah, but I think, like, wouldn't most of you guys agree? Wouldn't most of you guys agree that, like, this is much more enjoyable than Twitch chat? Like, we can actually have conversations and, share. Yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know what those mean. Like, what is that? Poggers, Pepaga, Omega Lol. I literally, I mean, I can guess the last one, but, like, I guess I just haven't been involved in the Twitch community, but yeah. Well, yeah, the YouTube crowd is definitely older. Yeah. We'll see, guys. I mean, I know obviously we're making fun of Twitch chat here on YouTube, so most people will agree, but I mean, I just like to, like, when people are in Twitch chat, it's fun to engage in conversation about what's happening. Be like, yeah, that play was good, or I agree with him, like, mulliganing there, whatever. But it's just, like, literally, like, just a spam full of, like, It depends on the stream, yeah. Yeah, I understand the side of the memes being fun, for sure. I do. Boomer hours. Yeah. Twitch chat without mods is horrendous. Okay, yeah, we're learning. Yeah, I think it's just an age thing. I think it's just Twitch is a much younger demographic. Hey, Turin, it's me, your grandpa. Well, unfortunately, bud, I know for a fact it isn't. I wish it was. All right, guys, so for the Forces of Chaos, okay, so this build that you guys are seeing here from Legion appears to almost be a direct copy of my Chaos build. I don't know if he went and watched one of my most recent videos when I played this matchup, but this build is like almost a mirror. I don't know if I use Chaos Warriors. I think I use Mirror Guard instead, but it's Marauders, Spawn, Warp Chicken, Double Exalted Hero, and Manticore for gooning, and Hounds for mobile pressure. And Marauder Horsemen as well to go after some of their own spawn and different things like that. Like this build, I'm pretty sure is my exact Chaos build, more or less. Yeah. Like this is the exact build I use. Except the Chaos Warriors in the middle. I think I get another Horseman instead. I can't quite remember. I think I only go with 4 Marauders. It's been a while. Yeah. Man. How many more games left? Probably 3 or 4, I would imagine. Yeah, that build looks really familiar. All right, so for the Force of Hadries, it's going to be Bestigors with some spears in the front, some Ungors. We have Morkur, Bray Shaman, plus we do also have a Bray Shaman of Death. So he's got Manticore Summoning and Spirit Leeching, which is very good. Spawn in the back, Pigs in support, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, both builds are just going to be slamming into each other and having some good old fun. Yeah, the Chaos build's quite strong. A lot of it is going to come down to the execution with the Exalted Heroes, like how effective he can be with the Exalted Heroes. What I would also recommend for him to do is get the Marauder Horsemen behind his battle lines and use them to pick apart the enemy Chaos spawn. It's pretty effective at doing that, so we'll see. The double spawn rush, baby. Yeah, 1 Forsaken can be good. I think for the Hounds, I don't know if they were Poison Hounds. I think they were just regular. Yeah, we'll see. But Hadries is a really, really good Beastman player. I played against his Beastman before. It's very, very nasty, so his execution will be very good. And, you know, a lot of it's going to come down to who doesn't make mistakes here, you know? So here, some of the Marauder Horsemen are going to be throwing at some of the Wild Hogs here and doing some okay damage. Razor Gores, you know, don't have the most armor, only 45 actually, but still the tree line is here, so it's not going to be super effective. And yeah, you really need to get the Marauder Horsemen around here because what's going to happen is Hadries is going to rush and the Marauder Horsemen are just going to be in like an awkward position, not really getting much damage, but here it comes. I mean, Spawn plus Marauders will wreck Ungor Spearmen really, really quickly. And Spawn are also really good against Razor Gores. And the Hounds coming in the back are good. If he's able to get his Hounds on the Ungor Raiders, that could be potentially a game-winning play. So now the frontline fighting is underway. Spawn and Marauders doing their trick here. Same thing here. You can see Bestigors getting wrecked really bad because their armor has been sundered by the Weird Spawn. But the Exalted Heroes need to get busy, and Sartorial needs to get like a big erect final transmutation somewhere. It looks like he's going over here, which isn't a bad idea. Is he casting it? Oh, he canceled it. Where is he casting it? I could have sworn I saw a final transmutation somewhere. A little bit hard to say, but now the Hounds have come in the back line. It looks like both of the Manticores are going after the Chaos Spawn, which will kill them rather quickly if there's a little bit of a Hound support especially. And the Marauder Horsemen need to get in and shut down those Raiders. The Raiders are a really good answer against these units, and I don't know what magic Warp Chicken has used. It looks like he's maybe casting a big final transmutation back here instead. Is that what it's going to be? I mean, it will hit the archers. Okay, that was pretty good. No need to overcast there, I don't think, but it hits the archers, it hits 2 pigs, Spawn. That was actually very, very solid usage. Now, one thing to note is Beastmen will always be ahead early right now in the Bounce of Power. For the Forces of Chaos, you basically just have to endure this. A little bit more skirmishing certainly would be good as well. And yeah, Warp Chicken can take this, but I don't know, if he gets fully surrounded by the pigs and whatnot, that could actually be really problematic. Like right now, Beastmen have 2 Spawn summons on the battlefield and a Manticore summon, potentially another Manticore summon in the bank. In Chaos, yeah, they have all these Marauder Horsemen that are in a little bit of an awkward position here. The Exalted Heroes. See, the thing is, Legion needs to be a little bit more active with the Exalted Heroes. They don't seem to have been doing too much this game. Chaos winning on the far side of the battlefield, that's really good for them because then they can collapse downward, and 1 Spawn here is just not doing anything for Hadries. Will be disappearing relatively soon. And yeah, at this point, Chaos, believe it or not, is actually in a really good position. If the Warriors of Chaos just kite, all you got to do here, Legion, is pull back your Marauder Horsemen, kite, you know, skirmish them a little bit, waste their summons. Chaos certainly could win this. But if they keep engaging like this, over there on the far side with those Marauder Horsemen, they're probably going to lose the game. Anyways, here. Weird Spawn and regular Spawn grinding in there. It looks like there's some more Beastmen Spawn to be chewed up here, potentially. Although some of the pigs are on their way back in. Hadries, yeah, this is a big mistake. Big mistake here by Legion, leaving these Marauder Horsemen in combat that long. That's going to be pretty catastrophic. Also, another big misplay, sending in the Exalted Heroes. He should have just Forsaken and not taken this engagement. Like, he didn't have to fight over here. Use your Manticores on the far side to win that and kite back here, and the world is going to be your oyster. But now I think the game's pretty much lost. Granted, I do think that Legion's build had the teeth to win, but a couple of the engagements, just like sacrificing your 2 Exalted Heroes here, which are super expensive, is 100% going to cost you the game. Like, there's no way. Because, like, he could have won this over here, baited out the summons, had all 3 of his skirmishers healthy, picked apart all of the Chaos Spawn that the Beastmen have, and then go in for the Alpha Strike with the Chicken and final transmutation in the 4th quarter. Now, there's still a sliver of hope if this Exalted Hero is able to get away, but it's going to be a tall order at this point. It's going to be a tall order. It was a well-played game. I mean, Hadries Beastman is very scary, and, you know, Legion said he doesn't play Chaos. He hasn't played them since game 1, so obviously he's going to take some getting used to, but his build was good. I think his build was quite good. And, yeah, the Exalted Heroes are really good at killing Morkur, for sure. Like, you get 2 of them on Morkur isolated, but diving into a blob of, like, pigs and Spawn, and heroic characters is going to be GG. So, well played. Hadri's is going to take the throne. The throne is getting handed around today. Lost sight of the chicken for a second. That was bad. No problem, man. Well played. You had a very solid victory earlier, so don't stress it. Well played, Legion, and now it is going to be Hadri's taking over on the King of the Hill. So let's change this. Hadri's. The Beastman Blob of Doom. Chaos was in a good position at one point. But yeah, it quickly collapsed there at the very end. All right, so now we have Ice Power Total War. All right. So Ice Power, get your business in here and let's party, dude. Here we go, on the road again. Here comes the Ice Power of Total War. Well, hello again, Hadri's. the familiar friends meet once again. All right, so let's go ahead and get the Wheel of Doom for Hadri's. Spin it. All right, so this is Hadri's. Hadri's is going to get Skaven. Oh, he's a Skaven main too. Hadri's Skaven. So Hadri's gets the Skaven. Yeah, I'm sure he's excited about that. He loves his Skaven. I mean, there are a couple really bad matchups for Skaven though, so it could backfire on him. All right. So now for Ice Power Total War. Hey, Sotek, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Oh, Lizardman for Ice Power. The classic duel. Ice Lizardman. This is always a fun matchup. I like this one. So Ice Power gets Lizardman. Let's see how good he is at those. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, that's a big donation. Alex donated $130.89. It seems like a very particular number. Half as prize money for the next of these wheel streams. Half as general appreciation for your videos. You got it, Alex. So next time I host a Wheel of Fortune tournament, probably not King of the Hill, but I'll host a regular one for you. And we'll put that towards prize. Thank you so much, Alex. I really do appreciate it. Alex, dude. Holy shit, man. That's super generous. Hey, Legion, man. Don't worry. It looked good. There were a couple moments that were good, but yeah. So it's Lizardman versus Skaven. Let's see what Ice Power Total War, of course, a very, very good Dark Elf player, but let's see how he is at some other factions here. Yeah, no dwarves today. So after this, we have Valkanos, and he's the last player on today's stream. So, but for example, the last player will have a chance to go until they basically... So we'll just pull people from the Discord until it is time. Dude, Alex, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Dude, that was a chub donation. That was super chubby. Alex, thank you, man. Yeah, I let them take sub factions. Yeah, I wouldn't let them take like Avalorn because they're like very tactically different. But yeah, like for the most part, I don't care. What is my favorite battle lore-wise? The Battle of Helm Fen, probably. Yeah, where the Empire drives back the vampires. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's time. I'm not gonna forget, dude. We have been pretty. You have to admit, we've been pretty good about the wheel today. Holy shit, Alex, man, that trips me out when people donate that much. Thank you. And yeah, so we'll go towards the next Wheel of Fortune tournament. I think I might host like a casual tournament this week that's open to everyone to join, where it's going to be like Faction War Best of 1 up until the finals, and then the top 4 will be Wheel of Fortune. It's just going to be like a circus tournament. Yeah. But then ECL is going to be happening midweek too. I don't know what day yet. I'm going to talk to some people and see, you know, what everyone's schedule looks like. But yeah, midweek, I'm going to be probably planning on an ECL. Yeah. It'll be good. The biggest donation I've ever received in a single donation, I think, was $500. Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, that was insane. Like one single one, yeah. man, my back is sweating. Jesus. And I'm a little overweight now too, so it just like exacerbates it. If one of the mods that are in chat, hey, Legion, the build you brought against him was really good. The chaos build you brought against his beastman was good, but your execution was just off. You had a couple misplays with your exalted heroes, with your kiting, with your lord that cost you the game. That build was very capable of winning, the one you brought. Yeah. But don't stress it, man. No, I can't play yet, Deacon. My hand isn't ready. Like, I tried playing quick battles. I can, but I'm really slow and it's kind of like stiff and I don't like it. So I'm just going to wait till it's better. Ephraim Va, hey dude, let's hop in the Camaro and pound some beers. Dude, my first car in high school was a Pontiac Firebird that basically was like a carbon copy of a Camaro. It was, hang on, let me show you guys my first car in high school. Do I have any pictures of it on Facebook? Hang on. I used to drive with the tops off and just let my mullet hair just blow in the wind. It was pretty glorious. So this was freaking, would have been 2005. I used to ride a motorcycle. I'll show you guys that. Oh yeah. I drove, my motorcycle was a 1985 Kawasaki GPZ. So it was like super old school. Shit, where would I find photos of my car? I know I have one on Facebook somewhere. Hang on, I'm digging for you guys right now. Where's the old Firebird? The old bird. See, when I was in high school, we didn't have smartphones, so we didn't like take pictures of everything. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't find a picture of it. Yeah. But I drove a 2000 Pontiac Firebird. It was midnight blue. And then the motorcycle, I'll show you guys. I was 16 when I was driving. I know, it's pretty crazy. Because now it's like... I was playing Never Have I Ever with my younger brother and sister who are 18 and... or 19 and 21 or 18 and 21. And I was like, you know, I pulled that on him. I was like, never have I ever, you know, whatever. Just using that. But yeah, here was the motorcycle I rode in high school. You guys can see it. Not in high school, but this was like in college. Yeah, you can see. So that was my moto. It was a 1985 Kawasaki GPZ. Man, I fucking love that thing. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I had the whole black padded jacket with the armor and everything. Dude, that was such a freaking cool bike. Cuz it's basically the same one that Tom Cruise rides in Top Gun. It's like almost the exact same bike. Yeah, it was sweet. I miss that bike. All right. Both players are ready. Let's get this party started. Let's have some fun. Yeah. That was a ways back though. So that picture was from 2009 or 2008. So a long time ago. Ice Power Showdown War says I'm not going down without a meme. Oh yeah. Yeah. I drove a 2000 Pontiac Firebird though for my first car. Yeah. Ephraim Va, dude, bringing me back. Yeah, dude, I want to go to Ireland. Samuel Christensen, Lady Turin, and I both want to go to Ireland. It's been something we've talked about. And once the Rona dies down, we probably will, like in the next 2 years. And if we go on if Lady Turin and I decide to go whatever country we go on vacation, aside from, you know, maybe we'll like try and do something where we meet up with everyone. No, I can't ride anymore because of my hand. Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit! That donation, the Melee Slan, after 3 years of video freeloading, paying back after I got my first job. Really appreciate all of your content. Insert tic-tac-toe meme here. Dude, congratulations on getting your first job, and hopefully it pays you well, because I'm telling you, man, you gotta save that money. But thank you so much. Holy shit, Melee Slan. Going freaking balls deep. That is crazy. Thank you so much, Melee Slan. And Alex, dude, you two just going ham. And Samuel Christensen asking about Ireland. Hell yeah, dude. I'd love to go to Ireland. Yeah, I do look like a bad guy from Karate Kid in that picture. Yeah. Yeah, I graduated college in 2012. Although I should have graduated in 2010, but I just took my sweet time. Yeah, Vigo, it's true. Hey, I'm half Irish, bro. Yeah, I'm actually half Irish, and my ancestry, I mean, I'm obviously American, but my ancestry is Italian and Irish. If you really go back and go digging. Dude, holy shit, Melee Salon. I really hope you got some extra. I hope it's a high-paying job, because that's very generous. Jesus, dude. All right, what was I doing? I think I'm casting a game. Dude, whenever people donate that much, I'm just like, it takes me out of my rhythm. All right, we got a Skink Priest of Beast with Manticore Summoning, double Feral Stegodon, Saurus Warriors with some Skinks, Croxagore Spanking Paddles, and who's his lord? Oh my god, it's Tic-Tac-Toe! Dude, the Melee Salon donates for Tic-Tac-Toe, and then he just magically appears. Magically appears. No, Alexander, you're not upstaged at all, brother. Tic-Tac-Toe, we got Pterodons, more Pterodons in the back, which are really good with their rock drops and can disrupt the Warplock Jezzails. It's good. Yeah. It is good indeed. Any campaign players here? Yeah, Timo, a lot of people here play campaign, I'm sure. I mean, I consider myself a more casual campaign player, but you know, I can do legendary and stuff. I'm sure a lot of people here in chat can as well. Legendary is more just getting used to the system. Like, you don't even have to have good micro to be a legendary campaign player. You just have to like know the ways to game the system and like what units to build and how to move around the campaign map. You're casting a game, can confirm. All right. No, please. I don't want to have a stroke. The dude, it's not necessarily an obsession. It's just like, it's an interesting thing to like go back and look at your roots, you know? I mean, obviously a lot of people who are in countries like in, you know, in Poland, for example, most people, I mean, there's some diverse ancestry for sure, but in America, like we come from so many places, and it's really interesting to just look at these different cultures and see how it's influenced your family here in America and everything. I think it's more of that. Yeah. Ward Voss says, I get a lot of money from aliens for my research on human biology. Ah, lovely. Lovely indeed. So Pterodon Rider's getting pounded pretty good, but Ice Power Total War, of course, juking pretty efficiently. And, you know, this is good. Like, those Pterodons are barely taking any damage from 3 Jezzails, and this is going to allow time for Hadri's main force to engage. It almost makes me think that maybe Hadri should switch all of his firepower here onto some of the mainline troops approaching. But Hadri's does have a Plague Furnace. Aside from that, Hellpit Abomination, Triple Jezzail, an Assassin, and Deathmaster Snitch for his basic kit, really. No rock drops. It looks like he was maybe thinking about dropping some rocks. Doing his thing. And yeah, who the hell knows? Tic-Tac-Toe lurking in the back, relatively safe at this point. One Pterodon Rider is shut down, but that's to be expected if your opponent's bringing that many Jezzails. Oh my goodness, you know what would be really gross right now? Is if Ice Power Total War were able to get a rock drop salvo here onto the Council Guard in the front. That would be so value city. I don't know if he sees it, but, you know, Council Guard kind of blending into the front line there, maybe looking like some basic clan rats or something like that. But, yeah. Hail Satan donating $66. $66.60. Thank you, Satan. Much appreciated. All right. Time to focus on the battle. It's getting too absurd here. So Tic-Tac-Toe flying overhead. Maybe the dreaded rock drop of Tapak is going to be coming. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it on the Council Guard. He must. Come on, don't blue ball us, Ice Power. Oh, and the rock drop. Not the best hit, but it still made contact. Here on the far side, we have the Stegodons engaging versus some Skaven Slave Spears. Crocscore's getting in there as well. Stegodons definitely want to pull back. Deathmaster Assassin, Hellpit Abominations. A lot of really scary things. Council Guard are going to be a little bit of a tricky pickle too, but the cohort of Sotek certainly very capable of, you know, causing some disruption with their AP. And Tic-Tac-Toe's getting in there, boys. Tic-Tac going after the Jezzails, able to crumple some of those Jezzail weapon teams, and perhaps he'll escape. He definitely is going to want to. And this big blob fight here is not going terrible for the Lizards, actually. Tic-Tac-Toe, oh no, Tic-Tac's in trouble. The Deathmaster Sigil is active, and there's an Assassin and Deathmaster Snitch going after Tic-Tac-Toe. He is in major trouble as all of these Skaven characters and Assassins are coming in. Tic-Tac is getting danger low. He's at half health, and Deathmaster Snitch is certainly going to be shanking this Lizard. Oh, is he going to get away? Ever so slightly does he get away. Ever so slightly. Man, what a situation there. Yeah, I mean, the Lizards still have Crocsagores. Tic-Tac-Toe may survive. One of the Stegos, I think, slipped away from that engagement. On the far side, Crocsagores. Ooh, this is actually really big here for Ice Power. The Crocsagores are going to be getting into the Warplock Jezzails here, and one of the Stegos was able to escape. This is really big. If all the weapons teams go down here, that's really going to free up characters like Tic-Tac-Toe to potentially come back. He's broken. Is he going to rally? Tic-Tac-Toe does rally on the edge of the map. The boy, he is back. You definitely got to be careful of Tic-Tac, though. You got to save him for the fourth quarter. Because, yeah, throwing him away here is going to be very easy to do, to say the least. But, I mean, look at this. All the Jezzails here for Hadri's are offline. Now, Ice Power needs to pursue. If he lets these Jezzails come back, he's straight up just going to lose the game. But if he chases the Jezzails, forces the Assassin and Deathmaster to overextend. Oh, and Deathmaster gets punted by a Stegodon. Stegodon is going to be super good against Deathmaster Snitch. Bonus for his infantry. Pretty big charge bonus of 76. But, oh no, Deathmaster gets away. Man, he should have stayed there. He had a really solid kill. And all 3 Jezzails are being chased off by 1 Kroxigor, which, yeah, tic-tac-toe chasing here would actually be really, really strong as well. So the Croxy's doing really well. 1 Stego still causing some huge problems. It looks like a Manticore Summon is going to be active as well. If Ice Power is able to get the Manticore and maybe go after the Plague Priest here, that would be a very, very strong play to finish him off because he is being spanked by Kroxigors. And if you could pin him in, get rid of the summoning, that means no more Skaven summons, no more blades, no more, impactful buffs, essentially. But instead, it looks like he's going to be using the Manticore to go after the Hell Pit Abomination, which also isn't a terrible choice. The Stegodon really holding well. Nice Flock of Doom right there. Able to hit that entire Skaven position. Not super powerful against like single entities and things like that, but yeah, Tic Tac's alive and the Jezzails are chased off the battlefield. Players are saying good luck, have fun. Ice Power saying to the skies, which he is indeed. The Manticore really aggressively chasing the Hell Pit Abomination. I don't know. I feel like going after the Plague Furnace might have been the play, but this Stego over here on the Kroxigors, that's the thing. There's still a ton of Stegos and a ton of Kroxigors. Ice Power is very much still in this game, despite Tic-Tac-Toe being really, really beat up here. I think it's certainly anyone's game. But this Feral Stegodon probably going to go down here, or at least be shattered. Hard to say. It depends on how much Hadri's really wants to commit to this engagement. I mean, Deathmaster has great AP, and the Stego is much slower, I think. Not much slower, but a little bit slower, 54. And yeah, it's shattered. So he was able to shatter the Stegodon. Oops, sorry about that, guys. And here, the Manticore was able to get some good beatings here on the Hell Pit Abomination, but will be disappearing soon. Both players going to be reforming ranks. I think we've seen the last of the Manticore summons. Mr. Jabber, all hail the Jawi. Hey, man, I agree, but we haven't had any Jawi today. And man, guys, you guys, I'm just looking back at the donations, dude. You guys are freaking insane. Thank you so much. Hail Satan with the 6-6, Jesus. Flock of Doom going down right here. Going to be slapping the base on the Council Guard and Skaven Slaves. Also hits the Ogres and Hell Pit. Doing a little bit of damage here and there. I guess the Lizards are just going to kind of reform ranks and just do a big old Alpha Strike of their own. Get all their Kroxigors and the Stegodon in here. The big issue for the Lizards is going to be the Plague Priest. The Mortis Engine effect will be very powerful here. But guys, Tic-Tac-Toe still lurks in the shadows. I feel like Tic-Tac-Toe should have like a blow dart or something. I feel like he should. Yeah. And now here comes the Feral Stegodon going after Deathmaster Snitch and the Furnace. Tic-Tac, I would imagine, is going to come in for the finishing blow. Now, the thing is, the Skaven might just lose all their infantry here, and then the Kroxigors are going to be pretty good against like a Plague Furnace type unit. And the Stegodon's also very healthy. It's still a very, very scrappy game, honestly, but, as I really look at this battlefield, I feel like the Lizards might be pulling ahead ever so slightly. The dreaded Tic-Tac-Toe meme is out of control. Who knows? Who knows indeed? Who knows? So the Skink Priest of Beast flying up. It looks like a Scorch effect going down. Does hit a couple of those characters. Tic-Tac, a very good usage of Tic-Tac here by Ice Power. He's not getting too aggressive. He's just chasing off Skaven, which is really going to help him in the later moments of this battle. And the Kroxigors, aren't taking that much damage. I guess the Hell Pit Abomination is kind of doing a number on them. It does have the anti-large and the AP. But, oh man, the second Manticore summon, he had one saved this entire time. 100% kill that Plague Furnace. That thing is going to be really nasty at draining down the Saracen Skinks as they do try and make their way back in. It is very low. I don't know how that thing's still fighting, but here comes the Manticore going in with the rear charge, actually going after the Hell Pit Abomination. Not too concerned with the Plague Furnace, I guess, which I suppose I understand. Tic-Tac could come in. He's on the edge of the battlefield somewhere. Definitely Tic-Tac just go and maybe goon this Plague Priest here real quick would be a smart play. But that Stegodon, man, doing some serious work. Deathmaster Snitch a little bit beat up, and here he comes. The Dark Lord of the Skies going in for the kill. He needs to get the Plague Priest. Tic-Tac-Toe descends. Does he get the attack? The first attack does make contact, barely does any damage. Oh, but the Hell Pit Abomination coming in with the steel chair in the back. Tic-Tac-Toe at 6 leadership. Focus Instincts keeping some rampaging Kroxigors in the battle. And it looks like Tic-Tac is going to get back up in the sky with 400 HP as the Stegodon does ram into the back of this Hell Pit Abomination. Absolute absurd game here. And here the Plague Priest is done. Oh, but the Hell Pit Abomination gets the healing proc. A ton of healing actually pulls the bounce of power back. But this Plague Priest is 100% broken and should be pretty easy to chase off the battlefield. Now over here we have Deathmaster doing his anime shit. He's doing some somersaults and backflips, the whirling blades, and actually cuts down what appears to be a couple of Kroxigors there. Very, very powerful stuff. And these Kroxies I think should pull back and maybe unify with the main Lizardman force. Tic-Tac-Toe, rear-charging the Hell Pit Abomination might not be a bad idea, but yeah, you need to get that Plague Priest down like 100%. The Hell Pit actually gets knocked over. Are the Skaven going to pull this game back? Is the Deathmaster going to do it? Maybe so. Oh my god, another disgusting heal. Oh, that's such a backbreaker. Like, if that Hell Pit Abomination died, I'm pretty sure the Lizards would have just won the game. Like, right there. But the frickin' heal of the gods back up to 2,000 HP is so disgusting. Now, the Croc scores are paddling. They're doing their best. The Pterodon Riders up in the sky are shooting. This Hell Pit's now at its healing cap, but the Lizards are kind of in a bit of a mass exodus. I think somehow, some way, Hadries and Deathmaster Snitch are going to pull this game out. Yeah, Tic Tac has to go for the kill. He has to. He's doing it. It's wavering. 18 leadership. Tic Tac is like 1 or 2 hits away from dying, but the Hell Pit Abomination is so close to breaking, but Tic Tac Toe gets slapped in the face. And the Hell Pit Abomination is wavering at 16 leadership. The Stegodon's coming in as well. I mean, the Stegodon could solo the Assassins, but with the Hell Pit alive, there's no way. So the Beastcaster is coming in. The Stego charging into the Assassin once again. Oh, God, that is such a painful feeling. And the Hell Pit Abomination goes down. The Terror Route could be really big here, too. Lizards need to get some rallies. They need to get a couple Croc scores rallying back or something. The Stegodon's trying. It's wavering. It's at -1. Cold-Blooded might be able to keep it fighting at 14 leadership. It charges in. The Stego is holding at 1900 HP, but the Beastcaster is broken. Cold-Blooded, active, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. I think the Stegodon's going to break. Oh my god, what a scrap. What a scrap. Oh man, the Hell Pit Abomination healing. That is so painful. Oh, Ice Power had that one in the bag, but the Hell Pit heals, dude. The Hell Pit heals. Holy shit. Maybe that heal should be limited to like once per game or something. That is so brutal. Crazy stuff. Well played. Jesus, those heals. Well played, dude. Ice, well played, man. Hadri says you totally had that. Yeah, see, even Hadri's knows. He's like, yeah, you had that. Jesus, the heals. Holy crap, I hate Hell Pit, says Ice Power. Oh my god. We'll do Storm Demon for the next map. All right, Valkanos, you were up. Make a spot for you. All right. Valkanos. Let's get you in here, bud. Dude, the Hell Pit healed for like 4,000 HP or something. Like, just goes to show, if you're going to commit to something like that, you really got to finish it. I mean, not that it's like a big misplay, but it's like, man. Roman Bowman, which Chaos God would you pledge your soul to? Oh, man. Like, I like playing Nurgle and Tabletop, but in practicality, that would probably suck. I don't know, dude. They all suck, honestly. Like, none of it's pleasant. I mean, I guess everyone would probably say Slaanesh because at least you're experiencing pleasure, but it's pretty gnarly, man. Yeah. I mean, I guess Khorne is like the most pure of them. Holy shit. Sounds good, Samuel Christensen. I will. And dude, Roman, Mr. Jabber, Hail Satan, Samuel Christensen, the Melee Salon, Ephraim, dude, you guys are insane with your donations. Thank you so much. Valkanos says, give me my counts. All right, Valkanos. Well, you asked for it. Let's see if the gods will answer. All right, spin the wheel. Here it goes, baby. This is for Valkanos. Greenskins. Yeah, greenskins. Hadri says, give me a Tesla. So Valkanos gets greenskins, and Hadri's... All right, Beastmen. All right, greenskins versus Beastmen. Another fun matchup. I actually really like this one. Holy shit. The Melee Salon donated $100. Dude, please, man. You better have like a super high paying job, bro, because you're just far too generous with your donations. I really hope you're like an engineer of some sort or a doctor. Thank you so much, Melee Salon, for the fat hundy. I don't even know what to say at this point. That's just like far too generous. Jesus Christ, man. Tell me in chat that your new job pays well so I don't feel bad. Like really well. Tell me in chat. Ice Power, dude, great game, man. Hey, Tree says, all right, this will be a thing. Oh my god. I'm rigging it for Hadri's by giving him Beastmen against Greenskins? I don't think so. Oh my god. Holy shit, man. Melee Salon, thank you, dude. Ice Power definitely gets the People's Champion vote with his tic-tac-toe build. A Serpentine draft format? I'm not sure what that is. No, I'm not gonna ride motorcycles again. It's really hard on your hands, and like I want to like get them healthy and stable. Hey, we have a tenor coming in from 94 Shame. Glad to see you back. Wish you a speedy recovery. It's slow, but it's steady, you know? It's slow, but it's steady. Yeah. The recovery is slow and steady. Thank you so much, 94 Shame. The wheel has decided. The gods have spoken. Ephraim Va. Nah, man, you're awesome. Seeing someone put love into content, making it fun to listen to. I also need a bro to hop in the Firebird and chug some beers. Dude, I would be so down. I mean, we'd have to park somewhere. I'm not an advocate of drinking and driving, but we could like drive somewhere and, you know, or sit in the driveway or like the garage and then sit in the Firebird. You get the picture. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ephraim Va. With my mullet, it would be quite the massive thing. Melee Salon, dude. Thank you so much again. I can't thank you enough. That's far too generous. All of you guys, man. You're out of control. Keeping this old man going. Holy shit. Aaron Barron said, found your channel after watching Heir of Carthage. You were next playing. That's cool, man. Heir is the reason I started doing YouTube, actually. The Godfather. Yeah, for Heir of Carthage, I was watching him while I was working as an athletic director, and I used to just like always have him on in the background. And then when Total War Warhammer came out, I was like, I must try myself. Simon Benjamin with the fat 50-pounder. Pounding it hard with 50-pounders. Format suggestion, chat picks one race by poll, Turin picks the other, then the players bid for a preferred race by gold. They agree not to spend. That is a wacky format. Holy shit. Let me think about that one, Simon. Thank you for that. Simon Benjamin, holy shit. Thanks for pounding it hard, bro. Okay, so Simon is suggesting chat picks one race by poll, Turin picks the other. The problem is that adds a lot of downtime because I have to wait for chat to pick. That's interesting. That's really interesting, Simon Benjamin. Let me think about that one. Thank you for your support. I know you've been here forever, brother. Thomas Gallagher, hope to see Rogue Idols. I'm paid well. Don't worry. All right, brother. Good. Bulletin Kaiser. No, you don't, bro. You just hang out. Come on, man. Simon, we want that shit, says Word Boss. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of formats. That's not a bad idea. Like, you'd be like, okay, you can have Coast if you sacrifice 1,000 gold off your build. Yeah. Streamer, please, no more innuendos. Oh, man. The underbidding gold would be hilarious. That is actually a really interesting format idea, Simon. If Valkanos wins, I'm willing to fight him for King of the Hill title and Vampire Count's Mirror. Yeah, if you guys are interested in joining clans, I'm not in a clan personally, but if you guys want to join, you can join my Discord and you can find people in clans and just shoot them messages, and I'm sure it can be worked out. You know what I was thinking of having an escalation tournament where each round of the tournament is with like a different gold amount? Or an escalation war? I don't know. I'm just brainstorming here. Hey, Midnight Galaxy. It is a cool tourney indeed. You scrap the poll and just use the Wheel of Doom. I know, everybody loves the Wheel of Doom. The dreaded wheel. All right, guys. It is time. Thank you all so much for your donations. Simon, Thomas, Ephraim. You guys, aces, man. Aces. And now for the forces of Valkanos, it's going to be Azag up in the sky, Goblins and Savage Orc Biggin, Spider Riders. Oh, the big thick un. Oh, hell yeah, baby. These guys know how to please. Oh, yeah. Look at this big, thick boy. Dude, this is the spice of life right here. And honestly, it's not terrible against Beastmen. I mean, Rogue Idols against Beastmen are already decent. And, yeah, it's like a heavily armored Cygor, basically. With a little bit less splash damage, I think, and more hard impact damage. And yeah, I mean, it's just going to be forming a Helm's Deep around Debiggin, basically, with a little bit of skirmishing and Spider Riders and Spider Rider Archers or Wolf Rider Archers. Yeah. Oh, man, I'm so excited for this. So for Hadries, it looks a little bit more standard. Spearmen in the front. Some Centaurs to just kind of clean up Archers and backline stuff. Centaurs, Hounds. Triple Centaur throwing axes, which will be quite good against Dutchman for sure, as long as they can circumvent the greenskin skirmishing elements. We have the juicy Butchers of Kalkengard, Morker, a Beastcaster, a Manticore Summoning, and a Viletide Caster. Yes. Oh yeah, guys. It's Dutchman. Oh, we should call it Dutchman. Dutchman. That's so good. Look at this thing. 12,000 just erect HP. This thing's a beast, man. And of course, he throws some pretty mean boulders as well. It's Dutchman. Yes. It's the Big Chungus. That, I don't know why that meme makes me laugh. I know it's very outdated. Like, I'm like, when I see a meme, like, it's usually like 3 or 4 months after it's popular, and I just find it so funny. Yeah, well, here it goes, guys. This is big. So if Hadri's wins, he'll be able to play until he potentially beats Felcon's record of 5. How many wins does Hadri's have so far? I think 2, yeah. Okay. The gods of RNG hate me, apparently. Yeah. We haven't had any vampire counts today, no. We've had a lot of Coast. We've had a lot of Tomb Kings. The only undeads to be neglected today were the vampire counts. Yep. So the battle's underway. The Greenskin Skirmisher is going to go forward, try and run some interference, and Dutchman is going to be throwing a boulder here. Not sure at what. Okay, looks like he was probably going after the Centaurs. For him, he's probably just going to... There's not too many good targets, honestly. He could throw the Butchers of Kalkengard or like some Ungor Spearmen, you know, things like that. Yeah, it's... I mean, the big end is interesting. It's interesting, yeah. Here it comes, another boulder going downtown, and... Oh, man, almost making impact. It's like a Walmart Queen Bess. It's just teasing us. It's like comes close every time, but it doesn't quite make impact. And it's already almost tired. It's really funny. Artillery actually is very fatiguing in this game. So Centaurs pulling back. Looks like they were maybe thinking about charging into some of the goblins there. And the Greenskin Skirmishers are really getting womps on pretty badly. Yeah, they're getting wrecked. Look at the Forest Goblin Spider Riders just getting hunted. Poor Valkanos. Valkanos needs to turn and fight with his Spider Riders and send the Savage Orcs over there to help, like ASAP. Because this is just free real estate. I mean, he's lost Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. He's lost Spider Riders here. He's lost another Spider Rider. He's just taking too much damage for free in the skirmish phase. So we get some Chaos Warhounds over here from Hadri's and obviously the Centaurs. Valkanos really needed to get those Savage Orcs out there and help. Like, Spider Riders can hold for some time, and Savage Orcs would have been able to kill many of those units on the impact there. A nice Viletide going down from Hadri's, but nuking pretty much half the health of his caster for that. Jesus, that was a big overcast. And Dutchman is still throwing boulders, but not really doing too much. Let's see where he's going. Oh, is he... Yeah, he's throwing at the freaking Centaurs are throwing axes right there, which is pretty hilarious. Jeez. So yeah, pretty much the entire skirmishing core of the Greenskins is gone. Pretty substantial misplays with them. They should have been pulled back into the main battle line and used defensively and just defending the Dutchman here. But it's an easy mistake to make, obviously. So, you know, he's trying his best here. So the Manticore Summon has been activated. It looks like the Beastmen are going to be pushing in here. Dutchman is going to be trying its best to hold. But this is a good engagement for Valkanos. Savage Orc Biggins fighting against Minotaurs as well as Centaurs should yield a fair amount of kills. But man, Hadri's just laid that trap so perfectly. He follows up using the Viletide right there to nuke the Savage Orcs as well as the Savage Orc Biggins that were very blobbed up from that. In the meantime, the Biggins still getting some damage where it can, but the loss of the skirmishing core, very, very painful. I don't know. The problem is I feel like the Greenskins are going to lose all their infantry like pretty quickly. And then the Centaurs with throwing axes are just going to massacre the Biggin. Like, it's just going to be a brutal one-sided affair. Yeah, it's going to be a brutal one. The Melee Salon says, don't want you to feel guilty. Turin names Harry 19 at uni, and my job money goes to my personal fund so I can spend it on craft worlds and tic-tac-toe memes. Hey, that's great, man. Well, Harry, I really do appreciate it, and hope everything's going well at university for you, brother. Thank you again. And yeah, the Biggin, though, is in dire shape here. I mean, at least you guys are getting to see Dutchman in action. We'll see it certainly collapse some lads here as it does get into combat. But the bounce power is so Beastman favored at this point. He does go in and actually punts a couple of the Butchers of Kalkengard and does some good damage there. Yeah, you can see the Butchers are certainly in dire straits. Oh, the Dutchman! Squashing some Ungors. Sofa Muncher, what's the leading cause of dry skin? The answer is towels. Huh. I think that joke went over my head. The answer is towels, the leading cause of dry skin. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot. Jesus. Sorry, I'm so focused on the game. Yes, it is the leading cause of dry skin. Yes. Quite literally. So the Biggin, just like I predicted, the Greenskins lose like everything else, and this is so often the case with the Rogue Idol. He loses everything else, and now the Centaurs with throwing axes just sit there eating hot dogs, throwing axes at the Biggin, which is too slow to get away. And even here on the far side, Azag is getting caught by a bunch of Centaurs, and he's dead now. Yeah, like Azag is just 100% done for. You can see here. 821, 805, 787, 706, 693. That's going to be all she wrote. I don't think there's any way the Greenskins can come back at this point, although the big one is smashing Morker pretty hard. So at least we're getting to see his thickness in action. Midnight Galaxy 1467. UFC last night. Turin running an awesome tourney tonight. Yeah, hell yeah. I watched the UFC. Frankie Edgar, man. That was quite a battle. Like, Frankie Edgar versus Munoz. I thought it could have gone either way, but I'm a huge Frankie Edgar fan, so I was certainly happy with it. But yeah, it was a great one. All right, so the big one here is going to continue clapping on some of these guys, doing its thing, pulling itself back together with the power of the Greenskins. But I just don't think there's going to be enough. Throwing axes are so good against it. Hadri's build was really well thought out, man. Really well thought out. And Valkynos memed a little bit too hard. And it cost him. And it cost him. There she goes, Captain. Midnight Galaxy, thank you for the $4.99. Hope all is well in your Midnight Galaxy. And the big one making its valiant last stand, but it will crumble to dust, falling apart, crushing some goblins on the way. Truly a greenskin experience. And Hadri's is up to 3 wins. All right, so Hadri's could win it all. Hold on. So Hadri's has gotten 3 wins here. Falcon is sitting on his throne at 5. So now, first 2 join. So I just dropped a message in the King of the Hill section of the Discord. So basically at this point, first come, first serve. The first of you guys to get in here to challenge Hadri's will be the reserve challengers. Valcon is saying, well, showed I don't play greenskins. No worries. Midnight Galaxy, thank you for the... What is that thing? Is that a mirror or is that like a ping pong paddle? Oh, it's like a creature looking at itself, like a pear-shaped creature. All right, so we got Legion back to challenge Hadri's. All right. Let's let others play. Yeah, so let's get someone who hasn't played already. All right. Cool. So someone who hasn't joined, first come, first serve. The lobby spot is open. Midnight Galaxy 1467. Thank you so much again for the $19 or $20. Dob plays, chanting on his clanmate. Ha ha ha, Hadri's. The emote is so haggard. The YouTube emotes are so disturbing. No, Legion, you'll have plenty of chances for vengeance. Don't worry. All right. So we'll see who joins first. Let's get new players. All right. Ice Power, you did have a glorious game. So we got Ben the Barman of QSA. All right. So let's go ahead and fight on this. You know, I'm going to do a weird map. I'm going to do Stir River. Like, it's not the best tournament map, but let's spice things up a little bit. All right, so let us spin the wheel. Let the games begin. Summon it. Summon the wheel. All right, so for your boy, Ben the Barman, YouTube emotes are really disturbing. Midnight Galaxy, thank you for disturbing all of us. Chaos for Ben. Chaos for Ben and for Hadri's. Spin the wheel. See what Hadri's gets. And Hadri's is going to get Empire. Ooh, the classic. Ben is like, no. Empire for Hadri's. Crazy Cake Man Flies. Finally watching a live stream. Keep up the good work. Love from Australia. Hell yeah, man. From the land down under. Thank you so much for the tenor, dude. Always wanted to go to Australia. I feel like it'd be a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much. Ben puts me in a strange spot. I have to root for both of them or none at the same time. Yeah. Well, so we are in the reserves now. So Hadri's is the current king. Falcon was able to get 5 wins, which is very impressive, especially considering he had to play a random faction every time. Hadri's is at 3. So Hadri's needs to claim a couple more wins to at least tie or beat Falcon, obviously. Yes. Ben the Barman says, I have to play Warriors of Chaos versus Hadri's, and I'm like, yes. Oh, man, that's rough. The wheel is corrupt. Dov Play says, I had Orion die from Soloster's fat crab falling on him. That's really funny. You know, Chaos can beat Empire for sure. Like, Chaos has a decent matchup here, I think. But, I mean, Ben probably doesn't play Chaos, so that's rough for him. Like, I will pick Chaos against Empire sometimes. I feel pretty confident in that. I mean, of course, I'm going to lose sometimes, but it's like, you know. Oh, got it, Wicked D. Got it. He's just trying to get the most possible games in. Hadries versus Falcon if it goes 5-5. We could do that if Falcon's still awake, sure. Yeah, if it ends up a tie, yeah, I'm down for that. With the random armies. Ah. Dude, it is so sweaty in here. Holy shit. Just fucking like a dog. Dogs don't sweat. Ugh. The wheel has spoken. There's no going against it. And we're on Stir River, which is a really weird map, but I just feel like having something a little spicy. You know, out of the norm. My hand's feeling pretty good today. I got some really fat stretching in last night, so the scars are almost fully closed. There's like only a couple little tiny spots that are still scabbed up. We're getting there, boys and girls. 1.8% of chat, which is women. We're getting there. Bad Habit says, what's up, Turin? Any idea why people never use the cone formation on Bretonnian Cav? Yeah, I don't know. It just seems awkward. Yeah. Oh, God. Hold on, guys. I'm going to sneeze. Oh. Jesus. Sorry about that. I tried to run away from the microphone. Red Spotted Drake says, you're 20 miles south of LA. Yeah, you know the suffering. You know the suffering. Ben the barman, the mighty Ben of the bar man, is here to face Hadries. Perhaps dethrone him. We'll see. I know, sweating like a pig. I know. I always get it backwards. Yes, it truly is a diverse audience as it pertains to gender. 1.8% of my YouTube or people who watch my videos are women. I think that's very normal for Turin has the Rona confirmed. No. I have allergies like really bad. I tried to run. I was literally like running across the room to get away. Quarantine, no. No, I think we slept with the window open last night, and it like, you know, if you do that and like just all the dust and shit, like, ugh, yeah, it's. Next time, go full blast into the mic, dude. That would destroy you guys. I have a really loud sneeze. It always scares Anna and Wookie. Gesundheit, thank you. So the players are picking their armies. I'll say let's party. Get this party going. Don't overthink it, Ben. Just go for the kill, man. If you're like in a situation where you play a faction you don't know, just go for like the most simplistic, aggressive build, you know? Turn is allergic to my own sweat. That would be terrible, dude. No, thankfully I'm not. Thankfully I am not. All right. It's time. Ben the barman says, and enjoy my Warriors of Chaos prowess. Good luck, have fun, being said by both players. Yeah, there's a lot of smoke and bad air quality too, so that's affecting me as well. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Is there a faction that's absolutely worth getting? I don't have all the DLCs yet. It depends on your playstyle, man. Like that's a really tough question. For me, like my favorite factions as a player are probably Empire, Greenskins, and Vampire Coast. If for campaign, it's Coast. For multiplayer, I like Greenskins and Empire and Chaos. Those are probably my like 3 favorite multiplayer. All right, guys, and here we go. Warriors of Chaos. It's going to be a Marauder Horde into the sunset, a dreaded Hell Cannon. We have Sarthoriel the Ever Chicken, Mirror Guard, and over here it's going to be 2 Hounds with the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. So, yeah, it's interesting. Oh, are these Marauders with Grey Opens? Okay, not Warriors. This map is really funky. It got taken out of the multiplayer pool, but... Oh, you guys don't want me to cast the game with the wheel? Okay. Let's run it back. Hell Cannon, Warp Chicken, Marauders, Mirror Guard, Shaggoth, and Hounds. That's pretty much the whole army. So he's going to try and pull in and use the terrain to pull in the forces of the Empire. Yeah, he's got a couple skirmishers as well. Not throwing axes. I'm surprised. Yeah. The dreaded wheel blocker, I know. No, it's not happening again. I got it that time. Oh, man. Yeah, Marauder Horsemen are always pretty good. I prefer throwing axes in this matchup because of their prowess of dealing with demis and Empire Knights and things like that. But for Hadri's, it's going to be triple Outrider, Karl Franz, Spearmen, of course, just state troopers, but Demograph Knights with lances are going to be the hard hitters. Wow, look at this. Double Lance Demi with Halberd Demogryphs on the ROR and Outriders with Franz. It's very much like a straight-to-business Empire build. Turin, what's your Empire build versus Chaos? Pretty similar to this with Hadri's. I use Outriders, I generally use Franz, but sometimes I actually like to come in with Volkmar as well. It really depends on who I'm playing. Like, I cater my playstyle to my opponents, but if I don't know what they're playing, probably Outriders, Franz, Healing, Demis / Empire Knights, you know, that kind of classic style of play. Yeah. I miss the wheel. You guys miss it now, don't you? The Wheel of Doom. It's come and it's gone, and it's left us in this cold, dark world. The wheel will be back, though, next game, if there is a next game. If Ben the Barman is able to claim an upset here over Hadri's, claiming he hasn't played for quite some time, then that will be the end of the stream. Yeah. It'll be back. Don't worry, guys. Good luck, have fun. The battle's underway. It's a clan war. I believe both these fine gentlemen are in the clan QSA. Yeah, I like Lance Demis. I think they're cool. I mean, they can fight Chaos Knights just fine. They can fight armor just fine, like armored large targets, and they're also really good against infantry, comparatively speaking. Charge bonus, they're also shielded, so... Ooh, but that Hell Cannon shot ripping and taking out 2 Demis instantly. Yeah, this map it's a funky one. You know, Chaos could have really abused the map much more. Like, most of their army started down on the low ground, and is actually marching to fight the Empire army over here. Oh, is the Hell Cannon shot gonna go? Oh, look at it go up and over and slam into the Griffites. The Hell Cannon with, like, the unnatural angles, which, you know, it's Chaos. It makes sense. It's like warp magic, right? So, yeah. Hadri's getting some good skirmishing here, though. Outriders pushing back the Marauder Horsemen. Taking out a couple models here, but the Hell Cannons are just doing tons of damage. Okay. Hadri's has finally been able to hide here. I think he found a spot where he can hide from the Hell Cannon. That is so funny. Oh, my God. So now the Horsemen going to be pushing up the Outriders. Yeah, here they come. In the back, there are some Poison Hounds lurking for Ben the Barman, but not too many good targets. Like, probably come around here and try and corral the Outriders. This is best bet. Where is the Empire going to take the fight, though? Are they going to go right up the pipe? Honestly, they could. Like, the Demis could, with infantry support, could wreck these Marauders, like, super hard. And the Hell Cannon is being obstructed. It looks like it is hitting here. So maybe the Hell Cannon should either save its ammo or start shooting at, like, the Sigmar Suns, for example. Yeah. We'll see. Up on the high ground, Horsemen pushing back the Outriders. Outriders with their long rifles cannot shoot 360. So as they're being chased here by the Marauder Horsemen, they're going to be at a disadvantage for sure, because the Horsemen can chase. And a wild Hell Cannon shot slamming into the center of that formation. And Ben the Barman, ever the sneaky Chaos Git, lurking in the trees here with the Chaos Warhounds of Poison. And so far, you know, the skirmishing phase is going very well for Chaos. They've been able to do some good damage here, but now things get a little bit crunk, because the Hell Cannon slams into that ravine once again. Here it comes. So Demis with Lances wrecking these Chaos Marauders up to freaking 14 kills already. Griffites are going in. Opting to go for like a Death Star instead of like attacking a couple different targets, but oh no, this Hell Cannon shot. Oh, that could be painful. Oh, and it slams into Demis. I don't know if that one took out a model there. But look at the value, man. I think Ben the Barman probably needs to fall back, like take this high ground position. This map is creating a very interesting battle, because normally we're so used to seeing like the very traditional open field maps because they're more fair, but this is making for a fun engagement for sure. So Demi's still just running shop here on the Chaos Marauders. No surprise there. State Troopers going to be engaging. Sigmar Suns will be able to defeat Chaos Marauders, no problem. Oh, in the back though, Ben the Barman gets these Chaos Warhounds on top of the Outriders. However, Franz is nearby. Franz is going to be able to peel him, but not before those Hounds are able to nibble down a couple Outriders. Yeah, it looks like they took out 8 of those Outriders. Certainly not bad. Demis, though, really just wreaking a ton of havoc on the Chaos battle lines. I think Chaos needs to get the Shaggoth up. Ben the Barman's got that big old erect Dragon Ogre Shaggoth back there, and he needs to come in here and try and take down these Demis, at least while there's some infantry support. Yeah, we'll see. The Hell Cannon's doing good. Is it the Soul of Damnation? No, it's a regular Hell Cannon, and now it's shooting at some of the skirmishers here, going after the Outriders. And yeah, Chaos taking a really heavy pounding on the infantry. That Shaggoth needs to get in there. Warp Chicken as well. Warp Chicken was like back on a defensive game, but man, guys, if Hadri's blobs up all of the Demogryph Knights in one blob and gets caught in a final transmutation, that could win Ben the game. For sure. If he's able to really punish that blob. But I think now that Warp Chicken is like here, he's present, he's visible, I don't think Hadri's is going to let that happen. It looks like a final transmutation attempt going down on one of the demis, but it's only going to hit like 2 units here. Oh man, it was overcasted too. I mean, it's still good because it's on Griffites. And it hits Sigmar Suns also, but it's not going to get as much value as it potentially could have, right? So fighting is underway. Honestly, Warp Chicken, I mean, there's a couple Outriders here, but I would definitely stay and fight. Hell Cannon shot coming in, ripping into the Outriders once again. But the Hell Cannon is, wow, surprisingly good on ammo. That bad boy still has 10? Yeah, 10 shots left? That's pretty good. What units do you like for Chaos in this matchup? I like Throwing Axes. I like Warp Chicken. I like baseline Marauders for sure. I'm a big fan of actually Spawn in this matchup for pushing the tempo. But yeah, I like Spawn in every matchup. Yeah, Marauder, Horseman, and Throwing Axes. The Summoners of Rage can be pretty good at fighting demis as well. Dragon Ogre Shaggoths can be really good. There's a bunch of tools, and Chaos can actually play a couple different ways here. Yeah, Warp Chicken is a little bit overextended now. He doesn't have too much support. I mean, he's got the Mirror Guard nearby, but he needs to make sure he doesn't get surrounded by Franz. And the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth did push into the back line for a hot second to go after that Jade Wizard, and a Searing Doom as well from the Chicken is able to pick off what looks to be a Demogryph Knight right there. Hard to say, and the Chicken is dueling the Franz. Franz, of course, has Reikland Runefang, which is going to be nasty. Man, look how quickly this Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is going down to all of these Royal Outsourced Griff, well, all these Griffites or Griffins, which are buffed up by the Reikland Runefang. Their melee attack has got to be throbbing right now. Let's see. Yeah, 62, that's nasty. And that, like, the bounce was even, and then losing a 2,000 gold model like that quickly is immediately going to put the balance of power in the favor of the Sons of Sigmar. Brutal stuff. But I have to say, Ben is doing a very good job. Ben mentioned he doesn't even play Chaos, and he hasn't played them in a long time, and he's playing against, you know, one of the best players out there and putting up a great fight. So have a big round of applause for your boy, Ben. Yeah, regular Dragon Ogres are pretty good. I agree with Dov. Yeah, they got the missile resist against skirmishers, and they're also anti-large AP, so. Here comes the Chaos Marauders pushing forward. We have some Marauders here fighting Spearmen. It's certainly not over. A really good final transmutation could pull this game back. Back here you can see the last of the Poison Hounds are intercepted and dealt with. Not before they do a little bit of damage to those skirmishers, but big problem for Chaos too is they're going to have to go forward and fight soon because their Hell Cannon is about out of ammo, and there's still a lot of demis running around and probably ample healing from that Jade Wizard. I would imagine there's at least another Regrowth on the table and or Earthbloods. You know, things could get pretty wild to say the least. But it's not point of no return, like I said. Warp Chicken helping out against some of the Spearmen. Marauders should be able to win that fight eventually. Royal Outsourced Griffites down to a pretty low model count. Demis here are 20, 19. That's really high model counts. Like, their HP is very low, but like a healing is going to be super cost effective against units that have like a really, really high model count there. So Warp Chicken is doing it to it. He's running about, trying his best. There's still a lot of skirmishers here. The Horsemen will be, you know, a pretty substantial factor, but I just don't think Chaos has the stopping power with the Shaggoths being gone, its Hell Cannon being out of ammo. I feel like the Demis and Franz are just going to be too much of a bully. The cannon has been doing pretty damn good, though, I have to say. 37 kills, but most of them have been against like demis and outriders. So the value it's been able to accrue has been very good here. It's been very good to say the least, but yeah, I think this one's over. Demogryph Knights are just too numerous, too strong. They're still healing. Franz is healthy. Franz could beat the hell out of this Chicken. And the Chaos Infantry, you know, somewhat prevalent here. I mean, we have some Marauders, and Marauders isn't going to be anything that can stand up to demis with lances, and Franz just going ham, so. The Strategic Reserves, were there some? Yes, the Strategic Reserve Spearmen in the back, rocking 6 kills. Although I don't think they were actually Strategic Reserve. Oh, yes, but we have some over here. Hadri's with the classic Tactical Reserve, just in case this battle got a little bit too crazy. He wanted to keep some Spearmen back there to be able to pull in, and they would make actually a decent difference at screening out these units, but yeah, I think that's game. Well played to Ben. Hadri's continuing on his tear here in today's King of the Hill. Yeah. Yeah, the Chaos campaign is very outdated. It's one of the like less fun campaigns, but I mean, it's still charming because it's Chaos and it has some like cool like horde elements to it, but it's very outdated. Honestly, I would just wait for game 3. Yeah. Chaos and Beastmen have like some of the worst campaigns in the game. They're just god-awful. Yeah. I suffered through a Sigvald campaign for you guys. So, you know, Timo, go and check out my Sigvald campaign. If that looks fun to you, give it a try, man. You know, give it a try. Balance of power, really, really close to army losses. A massive core of Demogryph Knights got to be screaming around. The Hordes of Chaos making one last not-so-valiant stand as they retreat immediately on impact, and the Sons of Sigmar with Steel, Faith, and Gunpowder. Well, not too much faith here in this battle. I mean, Franz, I guess Franz carries the faith, right? Are going to be claiming victory, and Chaos is going to be breaking. But of course, they have a Hell Cannon crew, and they also have Warp Chicken, so he's going to be able to fight with the chicken until the bitter end. The Hadri's tactical reserve, yes. Yeah, Chaos's campaign is better than Beastman. Yeah. You know, Timo, I don't think Warhammer 3 is as far away as people think. Like, we'll probably... I bet you for, like, 10 months... I bet we'll see it sometime, like, before next summer, or maybe even next summer, would be my guess. Oleg, to join the lobby after this game's over, you just gotta find the game, which is called Turin, King of the Hill, and join it. Yeah. Oh, you know Chaos Dwarves will be super fun. Come on. Come on now. That's gonna be fun. I mean, I enjoyed my Sigvald campaign until it got to late game, and then it just became like a whack-a-mole, and didn't have any like super fun mechanics. All right. My dog's barking. I gotta go check. GG, well played. All right, so anyone who wants to play, go ahead and join. First come, first serve. We have the lobby open. Played well. 69 kills on Franz. That's right. That's what she said. Awesome. Hey, Ben, you played great, brother. GG's. All right, first come, first serve. To face the mighty Hadri's. I am Elfarius, donating $4.20, the mighty Primarch of the Alpha Legion. One of the 2 Primarchs, actually. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, it's Mole Spaghetti. He is here. So it begins. Sword of Torgald. You know, let's do the Sword of Torgald. Map set. Time to spin the wheel. Mole Spaghetti, quick on the frickin' draw, man. Nice. All right, so let's get the Wheel of Doom, the Doom Wheel. And now for Mole Spaghetti. Here it comes. Moles is gonna get. That's really down the wire, so I'm gonna re-roll that. That one was like, it might have been one. It was really close. Oh my god, Chaos again. Can't wait to get stomped for content. Moles gets the Chaos Gods again. The Chaos Gods have taken over the wheel. Holy shit. And now Hadri's. Hadri's gets Norska. Okay, that's actually an even matchup, in my opinion. So it's Chaos versus Norska. No. That one was pretty much a tie. One sec, one of my dogs is barking, so. Canola. Silence Wookie. Silence Wookie. Barking at me like he owns the place. The foul Chaos Gods have claimed this wheel. Okay, so Mole Spaghetti, here's what you do, bud. You get a ton of Chaos Spawn and Marauders and just mouth breathe forward, and Hadri's, I'm sure, will get Mammoths, and you guys just see who wins in the blob. Yeah. I mean, Tzeentch would rig the wheel, guys. I mean, to be honest, it is very much a chaos trick. Thank you guys for staying. I mean, it's 5 p.m. here. I know in Europe it's just super late, and you guys are sticking around. 1,000+ people this whole time. Holy shit, man. Nobody would. No, you can't. You can't. You guys see the wheel, though. I can't lie to you about it. Yeah. You want Wookiee? You want him now? I would show you guys, but I'm not dressed. I'm like in my boxers sweating. He's still doing his thing. Can you easily remove the... Yeah, I can remove... No, I can remove them easily, Timo. Yeah. I could just go in, but I don't want to remove them from the software because then I have to like put them back in later. So if like we're re-rolling Coast right now because we've seen them so much. I know so many people want Dowie. This could be the last game. If Mole Spaghetti wins, it's the last game. But if Hadri's wins, then he has to win one more to beat Falcon. Yeah. Throg versus Sigvald could be fun. No cheating turn. That's funny. I bet Falcon will get Chaos versus Hadries. Dude, that'd be really funny. I don't know. Falcon, are you still here? In chat? If Hadries wins this, I think you guys have to have the duel for the King of the Hill. I'm not a morning person. That's so true. I used to be when I played high school football and did college track and field. We used to have to get up super early for practice. But after that, man, never again. I don't know if Falcon's still here. He might be. I mean, in Russia right now, it's super late. He's probably asleep. I hope he's asleep. All right, so let's go ahead and get this going. Get rid of the wheel before I forget. Oh. There we go. Cool. No, guys, the wheel, I can't do it. Mine question on mechanics. Do bonuses from the same hero embedded in the army stack? Are you talking about in campaign? Or multiplayer? Like if you have two characters with the encouragement aura, like Guardian isn't going to stack, encouragement isn't going to stack. It's only going to like benefit from one of those like characters, like if you're in a blob in a game, if that's what you're asking. That's a weird Dowie wheel roll. Yeah, Russia's like 3 a.m. right now. In some parts of Russia, it's already pretty early. Yeah, it's a big place. 3 a.m. in Moscow. Okay, he could still be up. Yeah, he could still be up. I'll check with him. I know for Hadries it's not too bad. I think Hadries is East Coast, so for him it's probably like 8 p.m. or something, so pretty comfortable. I'm not sure about habits. That's a good question. I would imagine it does in campaign, but I'm not sure. I haven't played campaign in a while. Mole Spaghetti, good luck. He's in chat. He says, wish me luck or laugh as I get stomped. Either is fine. Mole Spaghetti says, wish me luck. And the first thing somebody says is, let's go, Hadries. You guys are ruthless. Come on, man. He's been in there with chat with you guys the whole time. The Mole Spaghetti is here. He's ready. And then somebody's like, do I dare root for the spaghetti monster? Hadries? I know, Hadries has played on 2 streams. We should have a 24-hour live King of the Hill. Someday I'd be down for that. Like, once my hands are fully healed, I'd be down, 100%. I think I could do it. Max Henretta, I am Alfarius Omegon. Have you played the Alpha Legion on tabletop? Yes, I have. My army is painted as Black Legion, but oftentimes I'll play them with like Alpha Legion rules and things like that. I actually have Alpha Legion bikers and a Chaos Lord and stuff, and that are actually painted as Alpha Legion. But yeah, I play Black Legion on tabletop just because I love the lore of Black Legion in the books. But also I really like using Abaddon's model, and he's really, really powerful too. I don't know about 9th edition. I haven't gotten a chance to play him really. Hadries can't lose until we get a Dowie roll. Oh, yeah. 24-hour stream would be pretty crazy. I mean, we're at 3 hours now. Holy shit, there would still be 21 hours to go. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, guys, let's take a look. Yeah, Mole's armies is good. It's definitely the right direction. It's just infantry with some Chosen mixed in. Shaggoth, Spawn, you know, just move forward and grind it out kind of an army, which I think is the best way to play if you're having to play someone who you're a little bit concerned about battling. Good stuff. Chaos Warhounds as well. He's got some Horsemen, which I certainly think is strong. Are they throwing axes or are they basic? Yeah, okay, so they're more of a counter-skirmishing tool. And honestly, against Norska and like Condom Wolves and Trolls and stuff like that, you don't really need throwing axes. He's got a big old Exalted Hero up in the sky, so for his anti-large kit, it's going to be Dragon Ogre Shaggoth plus Exalted Hero, and oh no, he didn't. Okay, I thought that was Sigvald from the distance. Archeon's good. Burning Head's great against Berserkers. Fireball's good at picking off their casters. This is a good choice for sure. A good choice for sure. Yes. Yeah, for me to do a 24-hour stream, it won't be until after I get my other hand fixed, because I got surgery to fix my right hand. My left hand has similar issues, but just not as bad. Sometime in the next year, I'm going to have to get a less intense surgery on my left hand. I'm going to have to get the carpal tunnel plus the ulnar. I won't have to get the flexor tendon on my left. So the recovery will only be like 2-3 weeks probably. But I do need to get my left hand fixed eventually as well, because it's getting worse. So for the Hordes of Norska, it's going to be Icehorn Marauders, Berserkers, Mammoth, Balefiend, a Skinwolf Werkin, the XL Condom Wolf right here with his anti-large and armor piercing. couple Famir, and a supporting core Marauder Horsemen as well in the back line. So that's pretty much it, my friends. Let's see how this battle goes. Will Mole Spaghetti, the dreaded spaghetti monster, be able to take out Hadri's, or will Hadri's go on to claim his potential throne? We will see. We will see. All right. It is Archaon. It is Archaon indeed. Oh, Adeptus Mechanicus would 100% be in 40k Total War. They would probably be like a DLC though. They're not like a main faction. If the starting factions for 40k Total War probably be like Space Marines, just general Space Marines, probably like Ultramarines, to be honest. Ultramarines, Chaos Space Marines. I think you'd get Eldar, maybe like Necrons, and maybe Orcs or something. I don't know, maybe like 5 starting factions. I'd hope to get more, but I'm just kind of like brainstorming here. So, Chaos is moving forward. Hadri's getting a little bit aggressive here with these horsemen. Getting danger close, actually charging into Marauders. May take some damage in the process, so a little bit of a miss micro here from Hadri. Certainly very rare. And the XL Skin Wolf is going to be going after... Oh my god, he gets punted into the Shadow Realm. He gets gorbled. He ran into that guy's tail. Quite hilarious indeed. But yeah, Chaos is engaging now. The Dragon Ogre Shaggoth going to be beating on some of these troops here. And oh, a good burning head here by Archaon. This could be juicy. That burning head, beautiful by Mole Spaghetti, goes through those Berserkers and also probably will cut in, hit some of the Icehorn Marauders, but a good Seafang from Hadri's as well. Seafang able to break some of those Chaos Marauders there, and now the spawn here are a little bit unsupported, but Archaon's getting in there with the Shaggoth, and those bad boys are certainly doing a lot of damage, but this whole flank is going to collapse, no surprises there. I think there's some Chosen as well. Yeah, Chosen on the far side just beating down Marauders, and they'll be pretty useful as the game does progress. But Archaon has Slayer of Kings, and Enfeebling Foe and Hunter of Champions is used on him as well, and we have a big old ugly pit fight. Mirror Guard going to be charging in to help as well. They are Sigvald's personal guards, but today they have been lent to your boy Archaon. Might be able to help it. Man, Archie is getting worked on. He needs to get out of here. He's taking shots from a Balefiend, from a Mammoth, and from Famir as well. Yeah, definitely Archie needs to kind of pull back at this point. Pendulum attempts going down from the Norskins. It does hit the Chaos Marauders. Chosen able to beat down those Marauders quite happily. And the Exalted Hero on the Manscore in the back, chasing down some of the skirmishers. Honestly, it's a pretty scrappy game so far. I mean, Wulfric isn't a spring chicken either. He's certainly taken some damage. The Shaggoth is still healthy, but I think Archaon probably is going to want to get out of this engagement. He seems to be taking a lot of damage. And also the caster, that's the caster for the Warriors of Chaos too. So if Archaon gets beaten down there, they're going to be losing their caster as well. But now comes a rear charge from the Exalted Hero. Could be good, going after the big old Wulfric, and he'll be good here. Wulfric is a bonus for his infantry character. Though he is okay against large targets, he won't be quite as quick to kill. And now we have the Shaggoth plus the Exalted Hero here going in on Wulfric the Wanderer in the back line. Mole Spaghetti getting in there with his Warhounds and also some Marauders, but it looks like Hadri's is able to stabilize his skirmishing core. But you know what? Archaon's going down to the XL Condom Wolf, but, you know, so Wulfric is also going down to the Exalted Hero, the Weird Spawn, and the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Now, Archie is away, 465. He should probably come back, and the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth should pull away right now. It's going to want to pull back and get into the Weird Spawn right here. Something else to consider is that I think the Chosen are still very healthy, so Mole Spaghetti does have Chosen here. And they're going to be really, really strong as this game does progress. Yeah, and it looks like the Dragon Ogre opting to stay in combat and fight, you know, all these characters. A little bit outmanned here, but Wulfric is really low. 426, the Weird Spawn are really doing a number on him. The Exalted Hero is clawing him down. And the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth getting some terror outs. Mole Spaghetti a little bit behind on the Mounts of Power, but it's a very close game, honestly. Chosen are going to be very, very tough to kill here. Archaon is getting chased off the battlefield. Oh, but he rallies? No, he doesn't. No. Good play there by Hadri's. Able to fully break Archaon. If Archaon could come back, that could actually would have been a very scary situation. Nice pendulum there by Hadri's onto the Chosen. Doing some good damage there. And yeah, this is a scrappy match, my friends. The Exalted Hero is pretty damaged, but if he's able to come down and help kill this Balefiend, the Chosen are stacked with Weird Spawn, which is a really powerhouse combo. Yeah, I think this is a good play. Mole Spaghetti, pull back the Dragon Ogre. Let the Weird Spawn and the Chosen grind. Because, man, that is a strong combo. Chosen hit very hard, but lack AP. But with Weird Spawn and their armor sundering, all these troops are going to be taking a pretty big penalty to their armor. And just use the mass of the Dragon Ogre to bully some of these other units here and see how that goes. I think the Exalted Hero needs to come back here as well. I see the value in chasing off these units, but those are just Marauders. I think he needs to come back and try and kill the Famir Balefiend. The Chosen doing very well. I mean, Weird Spawn are going down, and here you can see the Dragon Ogre is fighting safely from the edge of the formation. You know, getting some good damage here on the Misthawkers, which are now shaken, mind you. How are the Chosen doing? Yeah, that's Mirror Guard plus Chosen here. Pretty elite core of infantry, to say the least. And yeah, the Exalted Hero being used to kind of chain route these units off the battlefield, but I really think he needs to come back. Maybe peel off some of these Marauder Horsemen. Good juking here. You can see he does a big old attack order to kind of Tokyo drift that guy around the formation. Chosen, though, man, holding firm. The Miststalkers are getting kind of worked on by the Weird Spawn. The Brutes of the Hound are getting very, very low. And now I think there are some Chaos Marauder Horsemen coming in to chase these guys down. Yeah, the Exalted Hero play, I mean, I see the angle of it, but I think if the Exalted Hero was in this fight, it'd be more valuable. Coming in from the back with the Dragon Ogre, a risky gambit for sure. He's able to get some good damage on the Balefiend, but he's also taking a lot from the XL Condom Wolf. And actually does knock him over right there. Shaggoth at -2, he's wavering and probably pretty close to breaking. It looks like he finally does break, but not before he terrifies this Balefiend. Exalted Hero pushing in as well. Looks like he's trying to get the terror routes here. Might actually be able to shatter some of these guys who maybe broken a couple times over the course of the game. And yeah, now the Skin Wolf is going for the Exalted Hero, who really needs to get back up in the sky here. He does not want to get caught by this wolf. He'll lose that fight. The advantage he has is the flying, the Manticore picking his engagements. And now he's going to be jumping over here to attack, trying to get away from the wolf. And yeah, I mean, the Chosen and the Weird Spawn were able to win that fight, and the Shaggoth is back as well, and the Balance of Power is coming back for Mole Spaghetti. Man, if that Exalted Hero were to get the support of the Shaggoth right now, they might be able to beat that Skin Wolf Werekin, but yeah, he needs to get back up in the sky 100%. If he loses the Werekin, it might be too much. Or not the Werekin, the Exalted Hero. Yeah, look at that, guys. We got a scrap on our hands. All Hadri's really has left are, his characters here. And the Shaggoth plus the Exalted Hero standing on top of Weird Spawn and the Chosen, that's going to be really, really tough to beat. In the distance, you can see the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is being used to chase down the Miststalkers, which is a good play. Maybe take your time with the Weird Spawn in these units and trying to chase them down. Just, wait for your Shaggoth to get back. Because right now, Hadri's is chasing off the Skirmishers, which is a great play. He's also trying to rally some of his Marauders and these different troops here. I think both players just kind of need to reset themselves here. Hadri's has a good chance, though. The Skin Wolf Werekin is a monster and does regenerate also. Hadri's was able to get some really good usage out of that Condom Wolf this game. Mole Spaghetti. Mom's, what's the Eminem lyrics? Mole Spaghetti, knees weak, arms ready. Mole Spaghetti, that's good. Yeah, Mole Spaghetti might be able to pull this one off. It's close. But a couple little misplays here. He needs to get the Weird Spawn and the Chosen back. If he takes this engagement without his Exalted Hero and his Shaggoth, he's probably going to lose the game. I mean, the Chosen will take some time to kill, for sure. Maybe he'll be okay. I don't know. The Exalted Hero able to break those guys, but he needs to get the Weird Spawn in there. He needs to get it in there. So yeah, now the Chosen are fighting. Chosen will be able to defeat the Balefiend most likely. They hit very hard, and the Weird Spawn are going to be piling in. 100% need to get those guys fighting. But there's a healthy Shaggoth over here. There's a healthy Exalted Hero just way out of position. Unless, he still has a chance though. Weird Spawn are monsters. They're very, very powerful. And the Premier Balefiend is broken, but that Condom Wolf is going to be an absolute pain to deal with. The Skin Wolf isn't going to be super good at killing Chosen though. Yeah, he's AP, but it's going to take him a while to do it. Look at that Balance of Power just creeping back, man. And you know what? Now the Skin Wolf is kind of surrounded here a little bit. His armor is sundered down to 63. Chosen are going to be piling in. Exalted Hero needs to get in there and help now. He needs to cycle charge the Skin Wolf Werekin. 100%. His vigor is heavy, knees weak, Mole Spaghetti. Yeah. But there's that Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Oh god, that's such a misplay by Moles. He's chasing off the Miststalkers on the edge of the map. Enfeebling Foes activated. Very good pullback there by the Exalted Hero. Now the Exalted Hero should go kill that Balefiend 100%. And just let the Chosen and the other assets fight the Skin Wolf Werekin. There's only one Weird Spawn left, and the Condom Wolf is going to go for it. Does he cause terror? I don't think so. No, he doesn't. Exalted Hero able to easily finish off this Balefiend, terrify him, and though he better hope that he gets the hit here. Yeah, the Balefiend might actually come back and fight. 7 leadership. He needs to keep that bad boy on there. It looks like he's going to pull back up in the air. Man, the Shaggoth is just on the far shadow realm of the map. If that Shaggoth had been here for this fight, oh man. So this is a really tight match for sure. And it looks like the Manticore obviously able to defeat the Balefiend. It's a combat character with the pretty good combat stats. And now Chosen versus the Skin Wolf Werekin. Basically here you just cycle charge through the Chosen, but I don't know if he can afford to wait for the Shaggoth to come back. This is a freaking game if I've ever seen one. Oh my god. Well played. Well played. Yeah, the Exalted Hero sprinting is pretty funny. Yeah, rear charges, because the Skin Wolf Werekin's leadership is 63 right now. I don't know. I think his base is 70 something. But don't let the Chosen fight too long unsupported. I guess they're getting there. They're doing damage. And the Shaggy needs to come back. Look at this Shaggoth, dudes. Just the Shaggoth will 100% win this game if he makes it back before it's over. 1,000 HP on that Shaggoth. That's gonna survive the Skin Wolf Werekin and be huge on the damage game. Chosen are getting a little bit danger low though, but yeah, I think this is the play. Just wait for the Shaggoth. He's hustling. He's making his way downtown. It's a great match to end the stream on, potentially. You think they'll hold? Maybe so. Yeah, the Mirror Guard are here. The encouragement from the Exalted Hero will give a little bit of leadership as well. The Chosen of the Chaos Gods getting in there. The cycle charge, you need to pull back immediately. Get your attack just like that, pull back. Bam. Nice, nice. Oh, but the Skin Wolf Werekin gets the Pimp Claw on him. Ah, he didn't quite get away quick enough. But the Shaggoth is still on its way, and the Chosen might be able to do it. Yeah, they certainly do have enough melee defense. Looks like the Manticore might come back. -9 leadership, he's broken, but the Shaggy's going to be a huge problem for the Skin Wolf Werekin. Yeah, the Mirror Guard are broken now. The Chosen are like... 63 melee defense is no joke. Look at the Shaggoth, he's like, I'm coming. I'm so weak and tired. Mole Spaghetti in chat's like, Shaggy's coming. The Chosen are the real MVPs, man. 135 kills. They soloed like several groups of Marauders. They're also getting good damage on this Werekin. It's not like bad. I mean, if the Werekin wasn't so armored. Yeah. Is that Exalted Hero going to come back? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Big Papa's coming. Big Chungus himself. Oh, you got to go. Attack with it. Attack with the Shaggoth. Or is he going to just play the patience game? I think you can attack with it. 1,000 HP is enough. Oh, Big Chungus. Here he comes. He knocks over the Werekin, which I suppose is a good start. Just his thunderous impact there. Here it comes. Oh, and the Werekin takes a huge blow right in the dome piece. Oh, man, that almost broke him. That almost broke him. I like how the Shaggoth is like, here, let me let you get up, buddy, before I hit you again. And Shaggoth should come in one more time. -60, -128, and Chaos wins! Oh my god! What a freaking game! The Shaggoth meandering. Oh my god. What a freaking game. That was insane. I can't believe that, Shaggoth. That was something. So, Falcon will be the winner of the stream with 5, Hadries with 4, but I think the true winner of the stream is Mole Spaghetti and his Chaos Forces. Jesus, what a game. Well played, guys. Get some rest. All right. That was crazy. That was crazy. Mole Spaghetti's in chat. He's like, doubters? Well played. Dude, Hadries has already played like 9 games in a row today on mine and Dobbs, so he must be pretty exhausted. But man, Moles, what a game, brother. You and Hadries both put on a great show. The Madman did it. But Falcon wins with just narrowly by 1. Dude, Hadries, you played a great game, man. Hold your head up high. That was an amazing show you guys put on. Oh my god. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Talk about a way to end that stream there. Yeah, Hadri's probably worse, to be honest. The Condom Wolf, the Werekin did okay for you at a couple points, Hadri's, though. Will Ferris, can you make the next stream Wheel of Fortune King of the Hill 2v2 tag team match? Tag team? What, do you like tag someone in? Like, oh, come on, man, you're in. No, guys, I gotta stop. My hands are getting a little tired. Like, I'm pushing it right now. Like, I'm gonna go do my physical therapy and chill out. But thank you guys so much for staying around. Oh man, no, I gotta stop. I really hate to do this to you guys, but the hands need to rest. It's been a while. I think you guys would all understand. All right, so that is it for today. Falcon wins. Hadries, the runner-up in second place, but Mole Spaghetti wins our hearts with that glorious final game. No, I gotta stop, lads. I got it. Yeah, I really want to, but dude, I don't know what to say about the generosity we saw on stream. I really want to keep streaming, but I can't. It's like I can, but it might hurt me. So I need to take it easy until I'm fully healed up. Yes, long day. I know Hadri's played in 2 King of the Hills. What a champ. Dude, that was super fun. All right, lads, that is it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. It was an absolute blast. I had a great time hanging out with you and just balls deep sweating here in this room for 4 hours with the lads and ladettes. It was quite a bit of fun. Thank you to all the mods for helping out as always. Couldn't do it without you guys. Aces, and man, all the players today sticking around, putting on some great shows. I think for King of the Hill, which is already a casual format, the Wheel of Fortune is really good. Because it makes matchups and situations you don't normally see, right? And like really like players who might be normally very dominant with their main factions have to struggle, which I like a lot. I think that's very good. And guys, dude, I don't know what to say about the donations. That was just insane today. Oh man. That was insane. Thank you guys all so much for your donations. There were so many. It would take me like 10 minutes to go through them all. But, dude, you guys just killed it with the donations. And, again, it makes a huge difference in my life right now. So, as it would in anyone's, honestly. And, yeah, very generous. I appreciate that a lot. So, thank you guys so much. I know some of the donations were said to be put into the prize pool for future tournaments. So, I'll go back and review those and make sure that if you specified you'd like to contribute to a prize pool, I'll make sure that happens. And, yeah, I appreciate all you guys. Yeah, I couldn't, man. Life's good, man. Life's good. We'll get through this Rona bullshit together. We'll keep going. Total War's to come. Warhammer 3. Hopefully Total War Warhammer 40k at some point, man. Life's going to be good. I'm sure Moles is celebrating with a bottle of champagne right now. The Werekin was scary indeed. And that is it. Thank you guys. Really do appreciate it. Until next time, you guys stay safe. And yeah, that's it for tonight. So the Wheel of Doom will return. The next stream is going to be an ECL, probably on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not really sure yet. But there's going to be a midweek ECL. So that'll be the next stream most likely. But yeah, Sainier, don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry about it. All right. Cheers, guys. Appreciate you all. And until next time, like I said, stay safe and take care.